I just needed to have that open before I did this because of the fucking resolution. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
We are, this is the jankiest resolution I've ever had to set up. All right, before we go into this, I picked this game randomly. The Queen, all stand. I picked this because it's a Hanako Games game, which if you remember from like way back when I played the Magical Diary games with people in the past, this is the same creator. Great game. I actually did a YouTube series on this way back, but that's long gone. But I booted it up, and the game just didn't want to play well with recording. Game capture doesn't see it. Window capture doesn't even recognize it exists. Screen capture kept fucking shrinking the screen. This is full screen on this monitor, and as far as Streamlabs is concerned, it was like this big. So what I had to do was trial and error this bitch by opening it on one screen and then resizing on the left while it would minimize on the right, and I had to keep bouncing back and forth to do it. And then every time I would bounce back to the first screen, it would cut off parts of it. So I had to refresh the game every single time I did it to make sure it was balanced. So a tiny, tiny bit of the bottom of the screen is going to be cut off because right now you can kind of very faintly see there's like a logo down here. This will not affect gameplay in any capacity because this is largely a visual novel style game. So you shouldn't see it. Plus there's a big black bar around much of the screen that I mercifully have managed to cut off on their capture so you don't have to see it because there's nothing there. So if the screen gets a little flickery or anything, that's me jumping between them, but hopefully I will never have any reason to click off the screen, which means if someone comes in that we have to ban, I can't do it. It'll have to be you or Khajiit or somebody. Or Sam, since Sam.
Oh, and Jimmy.
Oh, and Jimmy. Yeah, we have a lot of mods in chat right now.
You recently...
Yeah, Jimmy and Sam both have mod ship too. Although I don't know if Serenity was able to give Sam the primer on how to be a mod yet, so whenever that happens, until then, Jimmy, Khajiit can shoulder the burden unless you got it on your phone.
I mean, I can probably ban people too.
You should be able to, although I don't know if you can do it off of that or if you have to load mod view. I have no idea. Okay, that's fine.
I've actually...
For the time being, sit back and just give Serenity aura vibes if you can. Just aura farm. I'm gonna time myself out now. You can. I know this because Ross has done it. He tried to ban me, and when that didn't work, he's like, I wonder if I could ban myself. And then he banned himself. And I had to go in and fix it.
Because then he didn't want to be banned.
Well, I mean, he just wanted to know if it worked.
Oh, he's one of those people. Got it.
Channel Serenity, huh? Oh god, she's gonna yell penis, isn't she?
Oh, no.
Before we get started, fuck the bear. Yep.
Oh, also, I like Retro Hack Nerd. Your comment is interesting to me. Does this imply something? Like
my country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. You know, to be fair, I know where a lot of people in our community are from. I don't think I know where Retro is from, so I don't know.
You guys,
is he British?
Behave. You don't need to make band preparation.
No, you're good, Retro.
Yeah, you're fine.
It was more just dealing with other shit or possible people, or maybe DQ will find a way around his ban. Who knows? There was one more thing I wanted to do, which was change the cursor image over to this fucking thing, this magical girl icon that I'm gonna forget where the fucking pointer part is. But hey, immersion, right?
I assume it's gonna be that.
I think it's the tip. We gotta give it just the tip. That's a song that was sung in U.S. Elementary. It was a pledge. Yeah, I do remember that. I thought it was British, to be honest. I didn't realize it was a States thing. To give anybody an idea of what this game is going to be about, we are the crown princess of a country that is not doing so hot, and we will have to...
Hey, Toxic!
That's Chrono Trigger.
Oh, that's what...
That's from Chrono Trigger. That's when you get an item.
Hello, Toxic!
Hi, Toxic. Thank you so much for the resub. 11 months, man. You're awesome. So we're basically going to start the game, and our fucking dad's gonna die. Spoiler alert. And we have to make it to coronation without being assassinated or anything else bad happening. As the game goes on, we'll be able to raise stats, which I'm largely going to leave to Miranda to pick what we're gonna do. And then hopefully those stats will let us pass skill checks as the game goes on and not die, because there's a lot of ways to die in this game. I have made it to the ending exactly once, and I had to use a guide to do it.
The song is originally British, and I think it's how God Save the Queen or something.
It does sound vaguely like God Save Britannia from the Ultima games, which is based on God Save the Queen.
Yeah, God Save the Queen is definitely a real.
So I guess for the rest of the stream, we should probably like drink with our pinkies up.
Pinkies up. There are times where I will, like, without thinking, I will actually...
You'll pinkies up?
I'll pinkies up.
Sam, you drink tea. Do you drink with your pinky up? You do it proper?
Or...
This is the Queen's King theme, for lack of a better word. All right. So, Jocelyn, which is a girl's name, sir. King Dowager, Duke of Caloris. Or what did you say before?
I said Duke of Calories.
Duke of Calories, which is... it's definitely going to be Duke of Calories. I believe this is your dad. I believe this is the dad.
Oh my god, we're making fun of our dad.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going to die soon, so who really cares?
He's very young looking.
I was going to say, what did he have us when he was 14?
Did he poison? Like, what the hell happened?
I don't remember what happens to him, but I mean, I know he dies in the opening. Alright, so don't worry about the text being cut off by the webcam and all that. That's just a bad factor of the thing. We're going to be reading it, and we're going to be narrating it, so... you need to think about what kind of voice you want to give the princess, because you are going to be front and center stage here. We're almost home. Your room is just the way you left it. You're Elodie, crown princess. You're wearing a suit, apparently.
Oh, wow. Progressive.
Right? Auto insurance. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I've arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself before your 15th birthday. Oh, they're going to assassinate a teenager, no less.
Wow.
But I know you can do it.
Freaking coward.
The king looks like he's 19 years old. I know, like, did he just... Like, did he... I mean...
Is he a teenage father?
I think he might be a fucking child father at that point. If she's 15 and he looks like this...
Oh god, it's like one of the kings of France.
Right? You'll learn quickly and make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. Oh yeah, your mom's already dead.
This is not what mother would have wanted. Oh, did that?
You can... Well, I think it picked up, but you can go a bit more. Give it your all, dear.
Well, mind you, like a little kid.
Treat her like you would treat a step.
Okay.
Oh, great. Streamlabs is doing that thing where I can't see the bars again, where I can only do it by minimizing it. If I do that, the fucking game's gonna be weird, so just deal, I guess.
This is not what mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me.
No, she would. Alright, well, way to immediately back down on what you just said there, dude. But sometimes bad things happen. You have to pick up and carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. I forgot how the rest of that song.
Lay your weary head to rest.
Don't you cry no more! Thank you. That actually helped.
It's a beautiful song.
I love that song, but mostly because it's the previously on the rest of the season of Supernatural you just watch before they do the finale of every season. Or at least they used it for a few years, and I loved it. It was great.
No, it's a good song.
He looks like every generic second male lead in every manhwa I read. Was that meant to rhyme? All of Nova depends. Oh yeah, that's our kingdom.
Oh, new.
Nova, yeah, on you. Don't you give me that fucking teenage girl cyber. My dad hated that, by the way. If you told my sister something and she went, it was like aggression level doubled. Like he got.
I'm sorry. What did you just say to me?
Yeah. Oh, that was like.
Did you sass me?
That was the ultimate attitude to give my dad when you were my sister as a fucking teenager. Like, you wanted to piss him off, you just get in front of him and go. It's like, oh. I hate that too, so maybe it's genetic. I don't know.
Well, because it's like, it's one of those really subtle, but like, you know it's like a disrespect.
It's 100% a disrespect thing. Or it's a subtle way of being like, I'm so done that I don't even want to reward this with words.
I feel like I've heard this before
like, I don't,
many times.
This doesn't deserve words, so all you get is, I will be here to guide you to your coronation. The decisions you make, I'm pretty sure you die. I'm starting to doubt my own memory of this game, but I'm pretty sure you die.
Oh god.
Come, your maids are waiting. Maids, you say? Welcome to Long Live the Queen. If this is your first time playing, you should probably read the brief introduction. I have, but I don't remember anything.
Tell me more.
You will be controlling Elodie, the almost Queen of Nova, as she tries to prepare for her coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes every week in order to raise her skills.
Oh, we get to go into school.
The skills she learns will provide different if you think that's interesting, we should probably play Magical Diary at some point. It's literally what if Harry Potter was anime.
Oh, yeah, I think I watched you play a little bit of that.
I got Raina to play through a part of it, yeah.
But I watched you specifically play.
Yes, I played it way back. I love those games. They're really well made. And same
I just remember
it's a one-person.
You were also critiquing the game.
Yeah, well, I won't.
Yeah, no, I mean, but like there were like parts of it where I remember you like critiquing it or like making a silly.
I never played it, but I remembered it. Yeah. Let's get computer hacking skills. That'll make us a good queen. Yeah. So as far as I know, Hanako Games is pretty much just like an artist and a writer, and that's it. And the same writer who did this. So if you like the writing for this, same writer did both Magical Diary games, and they're both great. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean the difference between life and death. You also need to keep in Elodie's mood, which is over here. With her mother's tragic death, Elodie's not very happy right now.
I wouldn't be.
Bitch needs to get over it, right? The mood button will take you to the emotion screen for more details.
Oh my god, I thought it actually said that. But then I looked at it, I'm like, oh wait, that was just you saying that.
Elodie is feeling both afraid and depressed. Women, am I right? But her strongest emotion is depressed. If she becomes that's sad.
No, it's relatable that, like, you feel depressed after your parents. Like, if your parents...
Oh, both your parents are alive!
No. What I mean is, like, the feeling of depression.
You're like every kid on Teenager on fucking Facebook being like, oh, I can't go on anymore. Mood!
no, oh god. Okay.
Big sad!
Mind you, I didn't say it, I didn't word it, articulate it right. But,
I know, that's why I made fun of it. If she becomes more cheerful to cancel out the depression, her strongest emotion would then be afraid. Elodie's current mood affects her ability to learn. It will give her a bonus to some skills and a penalty to others. Let's take a look at the skill screen now.
That's realistic.
By the way, do you like D&D style stat screens? Because
military. Hey,
you need to learn a lot. And fair warning, this game is not long enough.
It's not easy.
This game is not long enough for you to learn all of these. So we are gonna have to pick and choose.
To expression, animal handling.
Well, yeah, when you're depressed, being around animals does actually help. So you be more that, and plus, it's harder to hide your expressions. So that both makes sense. And then being depressed would also affect your royal demeanor.
Watching Castlevania and Dracula.
Oh God, yeah.
He was there.
We're on season 3 now. We've seen a lot, and it's good. It's so good. Royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics are hurt, which also makes sense. If you're depressed, you would be bad at all of those.
Yeah, no, like you don't want to necessarily be physically active all the time. That's what I mean by it's relatable. Because the symptoms of depression are relatable.
Skills are broken into 4 main categories: social, physical, intellectual, and mystical. Inside these categories are skill sets. Oh yeah, there's a way to learn magic in this game, but like you have to like do a bunch of things to figure it out.
Oh my god.
I don't fully remember what it is.
Do I need it to rule?
There is ways you can use it to win battles.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure at some point, I'm gonna say this because I don't know if I can remember how to even get magic, but there's a thing later on near the end of the game where like another country will try to invade you by sea, and you can like summon a kraken.
Give her Xanax?
Give her Xanax.
Oh, because that's an antidepressant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it's an antidepressant so much as it is like it's more like an I don't give a fuck button. You're just so chilled you don't care anymore.
Well, it does sound like a mood stabilizer.
I think the only run I ever saw of this was boosting poison resistance because the person playing just kept on getting poisoned.
So there is poisonings in this game. I was just making a joke. Oh.
Right.
There
poison.
it is.
Yep.
Yeah, Battlefield. In between
Battlefield medicine and herbology is both good. Every week, Elodie can study 2 skills. Normally she earns 2 points in a skill for every week she studies. So if she studies history, she earns 2 points times 5 days, which is 10 points.
I feel like history is probably important.
I'm having trouble thinking of any of these that wouldn't be important in some
everything
capacity.
is important for something.
But because Elodie is depressed, she has a -2 penalty to the social conversation. So she doesn't feel like talking to people right now. If she studies conversation, she will earn 2, but -2 points per day, which is 0 points.
Let's talk to some animals.
Yeah.
By the sounds of it.
However, she has a +1 bonus to expression skill set. If she studies expression skills, she'll earn 2 + 1 points per day, which means 3 points, so 15 points a week. In other words, using her mood will maximize what we need.
Okay, why math?
Why math, game? You study a skill and have a penalty for it, you'll be wasting your time and not learning anything. So if you study a skill you have bonuses for, you'll learn much faster than normal. All these bonuses and penalties will change when Elodie's mood changes, and she can also gain bonus to skills by studying related skills. Check the skill screen every week to see your current bonuses. Once you know your mood, skills and bonuses and penalties, you're ready to choose the classes for that week. The classes screen, this really looks like the skill tree system that I built for Lilliput, like the same kind of icons and everything.
You know, maybe you were slightly inspired.
It's possible, but I was using most of it, the template from what the skill tree came with, so it might just be a generic thing.
It is possible, but I'm just saying that it's very possible you might have subconsciously kind of saw this and were like, that's a great idea.
The classes screen breaks down skill sets by category for you, morning and evening classes. You select a skill set, the 3 options in that set will appear to the right of your screen. Choose a class option for both morning and evening classes, then click Done button, which will appear in the lower right corner. As you play through the story, you will sometimes see feedback bubbles appearing over text. This tells you what's happening behind the scenes. Bubbles like these will show you when Elodie's mood is being altered by these events. Bubbles like these will tell you when the story is changing based on what skills. So that's our skill check, pass or fail right there, was the blue one. If the test fails, there's some option being missed because she doesn't have enough points in the skill. And if we're paying enough attention and can kind of remember when those happen, then in subsequent playthroughs, you can literally buff those skills enough to do it next time.
Reminding me a bit of FB3.
Yeah, if Violet doesn't have enough points in a certain skill, then they fail certain things. It definitely works. The feedback is very helpful in figuring out different options to try, but if you don't want to see it, you can turn the bubbles off in the preferences menu. Now get ready to become a queen. And slay. Can we change our clothes? Oh, no,
just
we
boarding
could
school out.
What if I clicked it again to just take it off? Oh, she's 15, I can't say that. It's like get wheeled out. Alright, so yeah, we are depressed, and
Are we feeling lonely? Or no, wait, no.
Yeah, I'm aware. I said it and then I thought about it. Shut up.
I'm sorry, sir. We can't have you stream anymore.
Mike, the police. Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh,
sorry.
now are we talking about the actual police or are we talking about the music?
Name
band?
your save. Never gonna die.
Never gonna die. Don't be him.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
Wait.
What the hell is even that?
All right.
You mad lad.
So just to reiterate, we are good at expression and animal handling. What classes would you like to take?
Animal handling.
Okay. Just like that. Which class would you like?
Oh my god.
Horses gets us riding and grooming. Not that kind of grooming.
Yeah.
Dogs is training and hunting. And falcons is also training and hunting.
Oh yeah, because falconry was a thing in medieval times. Let's go dogs.
Okay. And then for the evening class, our other thing was expression, or we can double down on animal, or we can go with one we don't have a bonus in, but we don't have a penalty in too.
Wait, which ones do we have advantages in?
Expression and animal handling.
What are the expressions?
Composure. Oh no, sorry. Expression is decorum, instrument, and voice.
Those sound like a very important thing that we should probably...
Okay. What would you like to focus on? Decorum is drawing, painting, arranging flowers, and dressing well. Instrument is music with harp and the flute, and voice is singing beautifully.
Let's try...
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not even decorum, that's decoration. I didn't read that properly.
Maybe we should go with decoration.
Okay. You visit the kennels and learn about different breeds of dogs.
Yeah!
You discuss the nature of beauty, looking around at their landscapes and objects, and people comparing their aesthetic elements.
Yeah, that didn't seem too bad. What's all that noise outside? Who's there? Who's here? Oh, it's my cousins! And my aunt and uncle! Darling, we were so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia?
Maybe your dad doesn't die because maybe this is just a country where only women can rule and that's why you're being groomed to be queen? I thought your dad fucking died, but maybe I'm just...
Maybe he dies at some point.
Retro over here. Sup, Aunt Lucille?
I mean, she does look... I mean...
She's kind of got some Jade qualities to her, but Jade's still better.
Jade is still better. Thank you.
You look, well... Uncle, are you awake? Barely.
I have to stay awake. Lottie? Seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep. Mommy said we'd be here all month.
I'm gonna point out this girl's eyes are fucking blood red. Like, should we be concerned that Lottie is just like...
Is she a vampire?
No, she's Lottie, you're Elodie. The cousin looks like she's possessed.
Yeah, because Lottie is short for Charlotte.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Princess and the Frog.
We get to cheerful.
Maybe we'll have some time to talk later.
I guess your cousin and aunt and uncle being there would be like, oh, yay, yay! Okay, now that you've finished studying, what will you do for the weekend? I'm just gonna put the tooltips up. So this will just tell us what they do. So we can talk to Father, who's decidedly not dead, and I was incorrect. Attending court gives us 2 yielding, +1 depressed, and +1 pressured. Exploring the castle gives us a lonely and afraid. Visiting the tomb gives us a depressed and afraid. Attending service gives us a -2 depression, which we can check over here if we want to see where we're at.
Oh my god, I could sneak out, but I don't know if I want to do that.
We can visit Charlotte, Lady Merva. We can visit the dungeons for no effect. I don't know why we do that. We can play with toys to get 1 yielding, 1 lonely, and 1 cheerful. We can sneak out for willful and lonely, and we can walk in the gardens for 1 lonely. So if we're trying to get rid of depression, we need to focus on cheerful. And if we want to get rid of afraid, we need to focus on angry.
Ooh.
So either we want minuses to these or pluses to these if we're trying to balance ourselves out. I'm assuming if we have everything in neutral, we don't have any bonuses or disadvantages. So we
Yeah.
probably want to keep these stats up and down, not just neutral.
Willful, pressured.
Yeah. So what are you feeling?
Okay.
Right now,
I want to get us out of the depression.
okay. So do you want to focus on minus depression, or do you want to go with plus cheerful? I think they'll both have the same
What
effect.
was the attend service?
Yeah, it's that. But if we go with this or this, we get other stats on top of that.
Okay.
Lonely brings pressured down, and yielding brings willful down. So basically, if we do that, everything will be neutral, which also doesn't help us.
I think walking in the gardens might, like, having time to yourself for a bit.
That would make willful, I believe, the highest if we do that, which might not be bad. At least it gives us an advantage. I think that gardens is probably not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay. +1 lonely, +1 cheerful. A walk in the fresh air helps you forget the burdens on your shoulders. All right, let's take a look at our mood. So yeah, everything is more balanced. Let's take a look at our skills. We are currently afraid, which means this is winning right now.
Uh-oh.
So I guess it goes. I guess it goes in order from left to right when they're tied. I wasn't sure. So that's fine. So we can learn new things. So we have a bonus to agility and faith, and we have a penalty to royal demeanor, weapons, intrigue, and military. So you want to play to that strength.
Okay, so agility and faith.
Yes, those are our strengths.
Ooh,
right
religion.
now. So we've got agility or faith. What do you want to start with the morning?
Let's go Sunday school. So faith.
Okay. So you can study between meditation, which is finding and maintaining your own inner peace.
Ooh.
Divination, interpreting signs from the nature of what the future might hold. Or lore, the magical history of Nova. Okay. And I'm assuming the only one you want to do is agility, since our other bout. Okay. So we can do dance, knowing the steps and carrying them out with grace. Reflexes, the ability to respond quickly to surprises.
Ooh,
That sounds like it'd be pretty useful. Or flexibility, the ability to stretch and contort without pain. Okay.
Well, the reflexes, damn.
Is tempting, yeah. But we can always just try to keep ourselves afraid and go for it again.
We're always afraid.
You practice assuming a sitting position that allows you to be relaxed and tranquil. There might be something where we'll need the flexibility, to be honest.
Yeah.
Being so relaxed so that you are less likely to fall, or you are likely to fall asleep. You learn to relax and evaluate the tension in your body, then practice to different types of motion available to each of your joints. Twisting, shifting, and rotating. I literally thought that said twisting, shitting, and rotating. This girl's cooked, I'm calling it now. We've studied twice, and you're like, they're dead.
Just learning how to maintain inner composure. I feel like that's an important thing in having depression.
We'll find out.
What's that talking outside? Father? What's going on? I have come to pay my respects in honor of your mother.
I think she's the one that can teach us magic.
Juliana.
I think she's the one. I think she's the one that can possibly teach us magic. I could be wrong, but she looks familiar. You have no respect of honor. It's because of you and your powers that my wife. She's definitely the one that can teach us magic.
Necromancy.
It's because of you and your powers that my wife is dead.
What? I am a lumen, as was she. And like every lumen, I am willing to give my life, if necessary, to protect our domain.
Your line has been traitors for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. You know what this game really could have used is more expressions on anyone that's not Elodie, because like, your line has been traitors for like it doesn't really work when he's not.
Okay.
Give him some angry eyebrows at least.
Use the facial expression. That's for the crown princess to decide.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna call it. Men have no power in this kingdom
Oh
compared
my
to
god,
women.
it's
is
a matriarchy.
Yeah.
Ah!
I'm glad you knew the word matriarchy because my brain failed on what the female version of patriarchy was, and I was gonna go a femology. I'm like, that's not a thing.
Femology, I mean, that would be pretty close. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you.
Okay, so if you send her away, and possibly if you arrest her, I don't remember if this affects it or not, but if you send her away, you close the door on being able to learn magic in this game. So do keep that in mind. She is the only way you're getting.
I'll let her stay.
Okay.
I want to hear what she has to say. She stays.
Willful.
I'm willful, yeah.
As you wish. Not like I have a fucking say, I'm just the king.
Yeah, what the hell?
Alright, so If we want to keep what we're at, we need to try and keep agility low, but if you want to try and get another stat to raise up and be more well-rounded, we need to get these stats raised up so we can focus on getting willful. Because right now, willful's taking a bit of a lead, which is not necessarily bad. We don't know what it's going to give us yet.
Well, being willful does imply, like, being kind of non-compliant to things.
So what are you thinking? Think of the one you want, and then we'll address what the stats will end up at after we click it.
I mean, I don't know if I really want to be afraid anymore. Wait.
So we would need something that's either plus cheerful or minus afraid. Or no, sorry, plus angry or minus afraid.
Maybe the dungeons. Let's visit the dungeons.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, last time it didn't have any effect, so that's interesting that it does now.
Oh.
Affected by willfulness. +1 willful, +1 angry. You sneak a peek at some of the luckiest peasants, the luckless peasants, the opposite of lucky, held in the dungeons. Petty thieves and troublemakers, now suffering in the dark. They're obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still seems unfair. There must be a better way. These guys are depressing me. Guards, just execute them.
Oh my god, off with their head.
Alright, so we are currently... I keep clicking outfits thinking it's the same thing. I think we're in willful now.
Oh, our current mood is depressed.
Nope, we're back to depressed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up here. I didn't realize it was up there. So we are back to expression and animal handling.
It's animal handle.
Hey. Sure there was a better way to word that, but alright. What are you thinking?
This time maybe horses.
Okay, and do you want to do agility for the other one?
Yeah.
It was agility, right? No, it's expression. It's
expression.
Yeah. I'm glad I double-checked that.
What was expression again?
Decoration, which I think we did last time, instrument, and voice. So...
Voice.
Voice. Bitch, I'm yelling!
Because I gotta have my authority.
You walk around the stables meeting the royal horses, learning about their breeds and names for different parts of their anatomy. That one's the penis!
That's a dude. Dude is another
She's gonna survive, she needs to become a hard ass with the off with her head type.
Queen Victoria.
You practice a deep breathing exercises to build up your ability to sustain a note. That's a thing?
Breathing exercises.
Breathing exercises to help you maintain a note?
Yes, it is 100%.
I never took singing, so.
Well, I mean, I don't know all the details, but it is part of singing.
Oh, she's doing that one minigame in Mario 64 DS that I don't play.
Loves me? He loves me not. Lottie, do you have a boyfriend?
Obviously not. I'm consulting the flower.
Not really. I just like to play with the flowers.
Oh my god, she's literally murdering plants for no reason. She is a psychopath. All of a sudden, the Duchess of Ursula rushes into the garden and points a sword at you.
Whoa! Holy
No,
shit.
not at you. At your feet.
The frick? Princess, don't move.
Do you want to not move, or do you want to move?
Look down?
That's moving, you know that,
Oh wait,
right?
no, that's right. No, hold still.
Okay, I guess the question is, trust what she says, or don't trust what she says.
Let's hold still.
You wanna... Oh no, our composure!
Shit!
You want to hold still, but you don't have the composure to hold your position without peeking. We get Elodie a haircut and a change of clothes. She looks like a victim. We can get more outfits, I just don't remember how. You look down where her sword is pointing. There's a snake in there. There's a snake in my boot!
Snake in the grass!
You can't help it. You squeak and jump back. The snake tenses and prepares to strike.
No!
Your cousin pushes you aside, and the snake's fangs sink into her leg.
Lottie!
Too late. Juliana swings her sword and cuts off the snake's head.
What's going on out here? Your daughter's been bitten by a milk viper. They're poisonous. Get an herbalist right away. I will treat my daughter. I certainly can't trust anyone here to keep her safe.
Well, that kid's dead.
Sorry. Feel good. We will be returning home to Merva immediately. Your aunt has a point. Milk vipers are not native to this area. That snake should never have been here. Oh!
So, just based on what happened, can you see how many ways this could have gone differently? If you'd imprisoned her or sent her away, there would have been no warning. If you'd had more composure, the snake might not have bit. Like, there's a lot of layers on shit that could have gone differently there.
That's why it's okay to trust people sometimes, but you don't know for sure.
Exactly.
Like, you kind of have to play it by who can you rely on to have your back. Someone may have tried to kill you. Will Charlotte be okay? I don't know.
Okay, what do I look like, a fucking mage or something? Alright, so we currently have a plus... We're still in depressed right now.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Let's play with toys.
Spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, cousin almost died, but you know.
Well, maybe I reenacted the scene.
We're back to being afraid again.
Oh, man.
So agility and faith.
Okay.
Don't forget, you can still go for other ones. You just want to play against the ones that have minuses. So in this case, going for composure, which would have been useful 5 minutes ago, would be a very bad idea because it's at a minus.
Yeah.
So agility and faith are our 2 highest ones, or we can raise something that's just not getting a minus on it.
Here, I guess weapons might be.
Do we have any minuses to weapons? We do.
Oh, we do.
So that would be a bad
Okay.
idea.
I guess maybe. Do we have minuses on medicine?
I don't think we do. Nope.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
Hey, maybe I can learn about herbs.
Herbs are knowledge of helpful and harmful plants. Battlefield medicine is first aid, dealing with immediate injuries. And poison is the ability to recognize and counteract dangerous substances.
Poison.
Okay. And what would you like to do for our evening classes?
Okay, what's the one that gives the most,
What are the things we have bonuses on?
yeah.
Agility and faith.
Let's try, okay, what's agility?
Dance, reflexes, and flexibility. I'm kind of surprised reflexes wasn't a stat that rolled during that snake attack. You'd think it
What
would
did
have
I
been.
pick before? I picked...
You picked flexibility.
Let's go reflexes.
Okay.
I'm trying to train myself.
Sword training. Let's fucking go. The first treatment for the most ingested poisons is to purge the stomach by forcing the victim to eat powdered charcoal,
Yeah. Oh, that was a thing.
Oh.
That is actually a thing.
which can absorb dangerous substances. The teacher walks around you, prodding a finger slowly to train you into blocking these touches without triggering fear or faster breathing. I guess it kind of makes sense. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. I hit the right click at the same time.
The castle seems quieter with Charlotte and Emery and
That probably our other cousin we didn't get to
And-
meet
and
because they
they're-
left so fast.
and their parents gone. It's certainly not empty, though. It seems like we get more servants every day. I was so worried about Charlotte after that snake bite bit her. But her mother said she's okay, so I guess it turned out all right.
We studied poison and we still failed that poison check, which means we needed at least more points in it. And the fact that that popped up right there makes me wonder
And Lucille left.
if the kid died or not because we failed that.
Maybe she has a guardian angel.
Maybe. We are still currently afraid.
At least we're okay.
And if you've noticed that the visit to your aunt is now missing.
Oh,
She's gone.
who's Julianne?
She's the mage lady. The lumen. The one that saved us from the snake.
Yeah, maybe I should talk to her.
Okay.
What is it you wanted to teach me? First, I need to know if you have your mother's crystal. What crystal? Oh, I don't have lore. The source of power for any lumen is a particular magic crystal. Once you've bonded with it, it becomes a part of you as long as you live.
See, another attempt of poison out here to kill a run. Send someone to the dungeon so we can visit them there.
The royal crystal has been passed down from ruler to ruler for generations. It belongs to you. It belongs to you now, except that the king may be keeping it from you. Do you have a crystal? Of course.
J.O.
Whoa.
every day. She holds out her hands, light flickering above her bosom. Giggity. And then, with a shower of sparkles, something takes shape. You reach out to touch it, and it dissolves away into nothing.
Oh. It belongs to me. No one can take it from me until I die. You need to find the crystal that belongs to you.
Does it look like this cursor that I have?
Oh my god, maybe it does.
We're still afraid.
I mean, I guess that...
We haven't really done much to fix that, so what do you want to go for? So it was lore that we needed for that last one.
I think we could go with, like, faith again.
Okay. We do have faith boosts, so this is a good time to do it. What are you thinking? Meditation, divination, or lore? We already have points in meditation.
Let's go lore.
Okay. And for the evening?
What are our minuses?
Royal demeanor, up here. Weapons, intrigue, and military.
Maybe we should go with agility again.
Agility again? Okay.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? We have points in reflexes and flexibility so far. But bear in mind, we've got points in certain things and we still have failed them, so just one class is not enough to beat some of these checks.
Mm-hmm. Advance.
Okay.
We're having...
There'll probably be a royal ball at some point. That dancing would be a good thing to have.
And also dancing can help you with athletics.
Only lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal. The ability to control a crystal seems to be inherited. The crystals can be passed from parent to child upon the lumen's death.
Oh.
You practice curtsying, standing, and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. Do you do the thing with the books on your head?
Probably.
One of the maids approaches for your attention. My lady, couriers have arrived from the Duke of Sedna.
We have a Duke of Sedna?
Just fucking failed 2 checks back to
We
back.
don't have foreign affairs abilities.
No, my lady, the Duchy of Sedna is in Talsi. They brought you a letter and a gift.
I'm pretty sure. Condolences on the death of. Deeply regret. Best wishes. Oh, what a beautiful necklace. Something sparkly will make me feel better.
Court manners failed.
Yeah, necklace.
It feels like we're just failing everything.
I'm so sorry. Well, we don't know.
Well, we don't know. That's the thing. We do not know.
Yeah.
So, we are currently still afraid.
Oh my god.
Imprison the Duke of Manitoba.
Let's attend service.
Okay. Attend service in the Castle Grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart.
Sometimes
We look fucking. Are we just depressed again? No, we're lonely now.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's new. That's
We
new.
gotta talk to people.
Conversation and medicine go up, which is,
Ooh!
and royal demeanor, intrigue, and faith go down.
Conversation.
Okay. Public speaking, ability to speak words well under pressure. Court manners, proper etiquette for all situations. And flattery, the ability to tell someone what they want to hear.
Oh. Public speaking.
Okay. And the other one we had was medicine.
Ooh, medicine.
Okay.
And,
So we got herbs, battlefield medicine, and poison.
battlefield medicine.
Okay.
We might. I don't think we'll have a disadvantage, or maybe we'll.
No. You improve tongue-twisting sentences of syllables to improve your enunciation.
Enunciation, yes.
You learn the wounds, even minor ones, should be washed as soon as possible to prevent dirt from growing into the skin.
Hey, that's pretty valuable information.
Kind of figured like everyone would know that already, but alright.
I mean, we gotta start with the basics.
As you were walking, you spotted a familiar figure in the palace gardens.
It's the Duchess of Crystal. Maybe I should go and say hello.
Then you notice seated beside her is a woman in the robes of a priestess. They're very close together and their hands are gently touching as they speak. Jay!
Oh. Looks like she's busy.
Looks like she's gonna get busy. You turn and walk in a different direction so as not to disturb them. At that moment, you notice something unusual. Looks like someone just left the palace grounds by going over a hedge. Is that a servant? A thief? An assassin?
Oh no. Oh my god.
Think of the things you've leveled up and choose accordingly.
Okay,
Do you think you have enough agility to go this?
Call the guards?
Okay. +1 angry. Guards! Oh wait, that's you. However, by the time the response is organized and directed at the area beyond the palace, there's no sign of any intruder. You wonder if you were only imagining it.
Well, at least I tried to do my...
I mean, it didn't say it was failed.
Yeah.
We are currently still lonely.
Imprison the Duke.
Manitoba.
Manitoba.
Where you want to go?
Okay, what is our current mood?
We are still lonely. We could try talking to Father to get that crystal. We could try going back to her now that we've got more lore.
Yeah, let's try, I mean, we could... I'm really talking to Dad. Dad, what happened to Mom's Lumen Crystal?
It's in a safe place.
Can I have it?
No.
Oh.
Pull rank on and be like, give it to me. Meddling with magic killed your mother. I don't want that to happen to you.
Oh.
Once you're crowned queen, I can't stop you from doing anything you want, but for now you are still a child. Well, you got one willful.
I'm looking.
You're willful now.
Haha, yeah. Can I talk to somebody, or do we have... Oh, we do classes. Okay.
Yeah, so intrigue, military, and lumen. Well, we can't study lumen because we haven't unlocked it yet.
Let's go military.
Okay.
Or maybe, no, yeah, military. Let's go military.
So strategy, you had skill of achieving victory on land, naval strategy, same thing but water, and logistics, being able to move troops and supplies in a timely fashion.
Oh my god, logistics actually sounds pretty good.
Okay, and then the other thing we're good at is intrigue, military, and we can't do lumen.
What's intrigue?
Intrigue is internal affairs, what the nobles and other citizens are up to, foreign intelligence, what the other countries are up to,
Ooh!
and ciphering, learning to read and write in secret information.
Ooh! Let's go, foreign intelligence.
Okay, I just want you to lean over a bit so you're still on camera.
Yeah, I look confident, I look willful.
Yeah. You learn about the types and amounts of food required for an army on the march and how long they will remain edible. The current Duke of Sedna is 26 years old and unmarried. Might be considered a good marriage prospect for you if you desire stronger ties with the domain of Talsi. You walk up the stairs and a maid comes running down holding a towering pile of linen. You step aside swiftly and let her pass. Oh, okay.
Yay,
So
success!
you missed the one, but you did save it with your reflexes.
Yeah, that's why it's important to get reflexes.
So you probably would have gotten a minus if you fucked that up. So that's good.
I have reflexes, brah.
All right, where do you want to go now? We
Uh,
are still currently willful because none of our stats have changed.
Oh man. And court. Ooh, but that might.
That's going to change a lot of stats, but that could potentially be good. It gives +2 to yielding.
Actually, if I'm willful.
It gives +2 to wield. It'll bring willful down to moderate. It will add 1 to depression and 1 to pressure. So it will bring this one down and this one up, which means we will be back to being depressed, because depressed will be the highest.
I mean, we got to attend court at some point.
Well, I think these events, besides the talking ones, are just for stats. I don't think these actually affect the rest of the game. It's just to affect the mood, so that we can raise stats. So don't think of these as like, oh, if I click on this, there'll be an event. That's what these are for.
Oh, right.
But these ones with stats are just for those specifically, I believe. So if you want to be, if you click on this, basically, it's going to make depression the highest stat again.
Okay.
That's what I'm letting you know.
Dungeons again.
Okay. Sneak a peek at the, oh, we already read that one. So it's just +1 will, +1 anger. And I believe we are still willful. Yes.
Yeah, we're still willful.
Okay, so, same things, intrigue, military.
Let's go military again.
Okay. What do you want to do? Strategy, naval strategy, or more logistics? And for the second one?
Intrigue. Let's go internal affairs.
Okay.
I must learn about my country to rule it properly.
That's fair. It's responsible. You studied the strengths and weaknesses of different weapons and battle formations.
Hey, that's good.
Do you have children of your own? Your maternal uncle, the Duke of Merva, is next in line for the crown, and after him would be his daughter, your cousin Charlotte. Well, wait, hold on. How could the uncle be next in line for the crown if we have a king that's not in charge? I thought this was like run by like this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh, there's
This is a confusing kingdom.
Oh.
There's a man here to see you. He wishes crown funding for a project of his. Remember, the treasure is not unlimited. If you choose to invest, you will have less money to work with later. Your Royal Highness, I need a face. I have a plan to print books using metal letters that can be moved and reused. I need to borrow 875 lassie, I guess that's the currency, to assemble the metal in a factory to mold and cast the type. With this system, we will create new books in a fraction of the time it takes now, and make copies to send all over the world.
Hey, I kinda like that.
I don't know much about factory. Oh, that's you. Sorry.
I don't know much about factories or trade. Would that really be worth? I feel like you could do a lot.
Oh, you don't even get to say because you don't know anything about books.
Oh no!
You probably could have picked yes if you had the knowledge.
If I was more learned.
Yeah.
Ah, crap. We are not interested. We are not amused.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like the royal we.
The royal we, yeah.
That would be royal we.
Okay, what do you want to do now? Maybe if you want to stay as willful and you don't want to change that, maybe your aunt will have some ideas on how to get your crystal?
Yeah. My father says I can't have the crystal until I'm queen, so we'll just have to wait. There may not be time to wait.
Elodie is paid to lead, not to lead. Number 3.
This world is filled with dangers, and you will need the powers of Illumin to fight them. You can't begin training until you have bonded with your crystal. Well, what else am I supposed to do about it?
I don't know, put the king in the dungeon?
The crystal is probably held under guard in the royal treasury. You are the princess. You should be able to find a way inside. Otherwise, we might have to take drastic action. Find a way? Alright, I will try to get into the treasury.
Still willful.
Yeah, but I feel confident. That's the face of like a more confident person.
Are you wanting to stick with the 2 that we have advantages in, or do you want to switch it up? Yeah, you've got military and intrigue. Or you could study anything that's not royal demeanor, history, or economics for a smaller bonus.
Oh, okay, so economics I'd actually get minuses.
You wouldn't get it. If it's -2, they said we don't get any points for it.
I'm not an overly smart royal, but I know a few things. I guess intrigue and military do seem like the best thing.
They are both under intellect, they both are under.
In case of desperate measures, I might need a military.
Okay, what do you want to go?
Let's go. Strategy.
Okay, and for intrigue?
Let's try...
You have points in both of these so far, and you have points in both of these so far.
Oh, maybe for strategy I should go with naval.
Well, don't forget, just having points in it isn't enough. We do
No,
need to,
right.
You do need to have more than a little bit to do certain things.
Let's go foreign intelligence.
It's probably better to buff certain ones and just like take the L on certain ones because you know you can't raise them all. So like decide like what kind of queen you want to be, and if it doesn't work, make notes of that, and if we do it again, then you can like next time you can do it.
Study the effects.
Yeah, because it gets you more points based on these thresholds. We passed over 30, so now we unlock the next one of these. You study military recruitment and the importance of training and motivation in making soldiers who can trust and depend on each other. The political disruption in Tombula in recent years has caused a disruption in their chocolate production, which is the benefit of Nova, particularly the Duchy of Kigal. So yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you hadn't done these and you'd done something else, you would only still have the first benefit, which is this. But
and
now
that doesn't help.
Exactly. Like
it helps, but it doesn't really.
Yeah, it's good to have a lot of a wide range of skills, but if you know you can't level all of them, it's better to specialize in some and try to play towards those skills whenever it comes up.
That's why.
Because I don't think it's possible to go through this game and never fail a skill check.
Earl of
Serenitas. Hey. Your Highness, my sympathies for your loss. Even after all these years, I sometimes forget that my own mother will never be coming back.
What?
Way to make it about you, bro!
Wow, I don't... Thank you.
However, I must call for your aid. The Ixonite occupation of the country of Imbrium has gone on for too long. Now is the time to push back.
No.
Yeah, say we didn't have enough foreign affairs.
I know there's been some problems with Ixion, but I don't know the details. I guess they're occupying southern Marie.
Oh, here we go. We got some military.
We have plenty of troops, so it shouldn't be that hard to drive them out if we want to make a fight of it. Heh.
Think of this. How much strategy and decorum and negotiation skills do you have versus how much military do you have?
I have military.
You have military. I don't believe you.
Prepare for battle.
I was like, I don't think you've gotten enough diplomacy to pull that one off.
But I do. But I am like a Fire Emblem main character. Any rat bashing veteran. Well, if they want to fight, then we'll give it to them. I will arrange for troops to be sent to your aid.
Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness, if I may ask, that necklace you're wearing, where did it come from?
It was a gift from the Duke of Sedna.
And you have made arrangements with him?
What sort of arrangements?
Your Highness, that is a courting gift. The man wishes to gain your hand in marriage.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, we probably should have known that.
I mean, yeah, that's...
do we have... we do have the option to visit the treasury now.
Ooh, maybe I should go there.
It's option... Like, your dad and your aunt aren't available anymore, so...
yeah, let's go.
It looks like that's what it's trying to get you to do.
Accounting, failed.
Oh, we needed presence or accounting to get in there.
You try to
talk your way past the treasury guards, but despite the eyelash fluttering, foot stomping, and outright threats, they won't budge. So we'll need accounting or... What was the second one?
Presence.
Presence. We need accounting or presence in order to pass that check.
We gotta make ourselves more of a threat.
Where are they right now? Accounting is in economics, which we cannot do because we have -2.
Oh, we're terrible.
And presence, we need to stop being willful if we want to get past that check because we can't get in there.
Yeah, oh my god. I guess our willfulness is actually going against us.
In those particular stats that we need for the crystal, yes. Now, don't forget, the crystal just unlocks magic. If you don't care about trying to level magic, it is inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. If you want it, you're going to have to lower your willfulness quite a bit because it's maxed.
I just don't want to be, like, afraid and depressed. Although, mind you...
They do have other advantages to those.
Yeah.
No, it's your call. What do you want to study?
Okay, the advantages again.
Military and intrigue.
Ooh. Okay. Let's go... Did I go logistics last time, or...?
You did strategy again, I believe, but logistics already has some points to it, I believe. Yeah. So you have two classes done in military and one class done in logistics.
Maybe I should, I feel like having a combination of strategy and logistics is actually a good way to be, like...
Okay.
Like you'd be prepared in a battle.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you want to do for your second half?
Okay, the second half is...
Oh, I should point out, you can take the same class twice if you, like, were trying to, like, hard bump a stat.
Did I get internal affairs?
you have intrigue. Your internal affairs are 1 class and your foreign affairs are 2. So if you do another one, you'll probably bump it up to 30, which should unlock the next tier of whatever that bonus is. Or you can start working on ciphering, or you can do something else entirely.
Let's go internal affairs.
Okay.
So maybe I'm a little bit more learned about where I live.
You study different kinds of transportation: animals, wagons, sledges, ships, boats, and boots. The last Duke of Mead was the older half-brother of the current Duchess. His reign was brief and highly scandalous. He defied tradition to pledge himself as the life mate of the old Duke of Ursel, then broke off only a year later. He retired into seclusion and died unwed.
Ooh.
Receive a report of the outcome of battle against the Ixonites. You succeeded in driving them out of Marie, but it cost you about 3/4 of a battalion of soldiers and a great deal of material. Material is spelled wrong.
Yeah.
You lost
Material.
860 soldiers.
Damn. The Duke of Marie will be happy, but we could have done better. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm a...
So,
Ooh, I'm
here's
a
the question.
spicy...
Are we going to try and lower willfulness
Maybe
to
we
get that down, or do you want to focus on something else?
Ooh, my angry is going up.
You could work on anger. If you want to raise that and lower willful, you need plus anger and plus
okay,
yielding.
so if I try to
Yielding will bring down the willfulness. You could also... Well, no, that also adds to willfulness, so does that.
how about a 10 court? Let's try this.
Okay. Sitting in on court sessions is not fun at all, but it pleases your father and may be important to your future.
I mean,
Looks like you're pissed now. Yep.
I'm angry.
Anger. Yeah, so I think it does prioritize leftmost stats, because these two are tied. So it should still be either, but
Oh,
I think
if
it's
I'm angry, maybe I'll have bonuses to like,
weapons and military.
Yeah, because I'm angry, I'm aggressive.
You could also work into accounting now, too. You don't get the bonus, but it's not a minus anymore. You still can't get...
let's go accounting.
Okay.
I'll be an angry accountant.
I think it's just an accountant.
Well, I mean, accounting is like...
Okay,
kind of...
and what do you want for your second class? You want to hard focus that, or do you want to do something with one of your bonuses? Weapons and military. You do still have a fair bit of military already, but you have nothing in weapons so
Let's
far.
go weapons. I gotta know how to defend myself.
Okay, what are you thinking for weapons?
Weapons?
Swords, the ability to use a blade in both formal duels and deadly force. Archery, the ability to strike a target at range. Or polearms, the ability to wield a long staff or ceremonial weapon.
I feel like swords would be a good idea.
It does say both duels and deadly force, so...
Yeah, let's do this. I am an angry ruler.
Yep. You brush up on the basic mathematics with the help of an abacus.
Oh, that's what it is.
I don't know if that's going to be enough. We might need more economics to bust into the treasury, because I don't think that's going to be enough to walk up and roll up with an abacus and be like, I'm here to do...
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
I'm doing accounting.
Take up a wooden sword and practice correct grips and stances.
I was angry enough.
There are reports that a Keithong has been sighted leaving the old forest. I'm sorry, a what?
What?
Oh, there we go. We failed the lore and the Novan history.
What's a Keithon? What's a Keithon?
A beast with the body of an enormous golden cat, a sharp beak, and spikes on its back.
Eek.
Yes, eek, indeed. Several disappearances into southern Caloris are already thought that they'll be the work of this creature.
What do we do? Should we send hunters?
Traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there.
Oh. Yeah.
The official policy is to do fuck all and hope for the best.
Yes.
Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angrier and waste more lives.
So, we just let it eat people?
She should have been studying the blade. Everyone dies in the end. What a shitty ruler! He should not be in charge.
Oh.
Also, there's a letter for you.
Tellerist, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving next week for an official visit.
Isn't that the guy that you're wearing the necklace of that's sending the wrong message? I wonder if that's going to come back to bite you in the ass.
Oh, crap.
We are still currently angry.
Oh, we must do things that lower our anger.
Okay, but if you lower your anger, you definitely want to lower your will, or we're going to go right back to being willful, too.
Okay.
Or, if you lower anger at the same time you raise your depression down, you will also go back to being depressed.
I mean, mind you, depression isn't always a terrible thing.
Not at all. It's more just you're trying to balance this out, because if you go back to being willful, we've already been willful for like 4 weeks in a row. We already know what benefits it gives. Yeah, we've already gotten those benefits.
So toy playing.
So yielding would lower willful, lonely would bring that down, and cheerful would raise that, so we would still be angry. You would balance out the rest of your stats, but you would still be angry for this week.
Although anger does...
lowering the tomb would lower anger, but it would also raise willful. We'll go back to being willful if we do.
I think I do want to do the thing that I...
The toys?
Yeah.
Spend the weekend holed up in your room, playing with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better.
Yeah.
It's the only game of this genre. It's obviously an RPG, but it feels more specific. It's like an RPG kind of like stat raising game with like kind of anime aesthetics and visual novel styles. I feel angry.
Okay.
Someone get that bitch a sandwich. All right.
What does anger make allow for me?
You are weapons and military, and if you are dedicated to getting that crystal, you also want to raise up your accounting more.
Okay. Is accounting going to be a disadvantage?
No, accounting is neutral.
Let's do the accounting then.
Okay, and then your second, do you want more military training or do you want more weapons training?
Weapons training.
Okay. Are we doubling down on swords or are we going for archery and poles?
Double down on swords.
All right. While you were trying to be a queen, we do still need more accounting. We don't have enough for 30 yet. One more class will do
You
so.
understand the manipulation of larger quantities through direct...
It's the same one we got before, yeah. If we hit 30, which we'll get it next week if we stay angry.
Okay, do it.
Thanks, do it. While you were trying to be a ruler, I was stepping in the blade. You drill with a partner, attacking and blocking in careful time patterns.
Bonus angry.
Yep. Oop. This is the guy who sent you the necklace.
Mr. Selectual.
Yeah. Ah, Your Highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. She is 15.
And you are.
Oh.
Flattery failed. Giggle. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments.
Well, you're not doing it well. I was so pleased to hear you accepted my humble offering. A jewel for a jewel, but you are the more precious. I hope this is still in the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples.
He really does want to marry me.
What do you want to do?
Politely decline.
Okay.
I'm not ready for marriage yet. I need to let him down gently. I'm not marrying you. I'm only 14. Oh my god!
It's even worse. Also, your court manners was 0, so that didn't help.
That may not have been gentle.
I see. I regret the misunderstanding. Yeah, that went well.
That's actually kind of how I would probably do.
That's when you're like, I'm gonna do this gently, and then you roll a 4.
you throw the glass down like you're Dracula.
All right, so
I'm still angry.
You're still gonna be angry for a bit.
I'm an angry person.
You are getting close to lonely, but angry and willful have to come down if that's the case. So what do you want to do?
Here, I got an idea.
If you visit the tomb, these two go down.
Oh, let's go to the tomb.
That said, I think you're still angry, but we will be able to finish off economics if we do that.
Yes, let's do it.
And it'll balance them out. You pay your respects to your mother's tomb and wonder if the same fate is waiting for you.
Maybe.
All right.
Or I'm more aggressive than my mom. I don't know.
Possible. So more accounting should get you to the next tier, which hopefully gets you the crystal. What do you want to do for your second half, though?
Let's go...
It's military and weapons for advantage, or you can study anything that's not a disadvantage.
Wait, is intrigue a disadvantage?
It is not.
Okay, let's go intrigue.
Okay.
I
don't know why I keep thinking outfit as classes. Intrigue, internal affairs, foreign intelligence, or ciphering.
Let's go foreign intelligence.
There we go. We got you 30.
There we go.
You study money lending and the controversies involved in charging interest. According to the Druids, one should always return more than one is loaned, or else the debt gave no value to the world. Since the recent revolution, the Tombulans have twice begun gathering troops on the Novan border. Both times their camps were struck by fierce storms and earthquakes, and they decided to give up on the idea. Sounds like something that could be useful later. You are requested to stand in judgment. A woman has been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of the crown. Wait, did they... Oh, okay, I guess this is a guy accusing her. I thought, like, that's not a woman, is it? Your Highness, this slattern dares to beg pardon when she admits she tried to poison my sister under her own roof.
Which sister?
Corsande, the Duchess of Mead.
Is she alright?
She's unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchen before anyone could eat her foul spew.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice, it is! That deep devils killed me brother and broke me mam's heart. Lied to her, they did. When she went to see why he'd not come back, said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. He weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice.
You see? She's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it.
This might have something to do with the last Duke of Mead. He was involved in all sorts of scams.
You got a partial success because of your internal affairs. So you do actually have a little bit more. Oh, this is... You can get more information, it looks like.
Oh, actually, yeah, that's what I'll do.
Ask the Earl of Lowe.
Wait. I need to know if she has any justification for her actions.
Oh. Yeah, okay, maybe you needed more court decorum before you even, like...
Shit. Did the old Duke kill her brother?
You just did the fucking L.A. Noire thing when you press that guy and it's like, do you fuck young boys, Valdez? Like, no class, no tact.
What?
Like, that's kind of what you just did.
Are you accusing my family?
Are you accusing my family?
I'm asking what happened.
The honor of our line is far greater than that of the well-bottomed child who sits the throne.
What?
Without warning, the Earl of Lowe draws a dagger and slices the convict's throat. Jesus Christ!
In my court?
No one harms my family, no one. Throws the blood-stained blood on the floor and walks away. Does anyone want to stop the murderer?
Guards?
No?
I guess not.
I guess you...
Oh no, I'm not a very confident leader. The people are gonna rise against me.
I think you had the right intent, but you didn't
did
have
not
the
use the
decorum
skill.
to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, there we go. Sometimes that happens with rulers. I'm alert. What?
Alright, so... Oh my god, your anger just shot the fuck back up.
Oh, I am so full of rage. Oh no, I'm gonna Hulk out, guys! I'm gonna Hulk out!
Why
Princess Hulk!
Why the fuck would anyone get in a fight with Lou Ferrigno? Alright, what do you got?
What if I go in? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you might be able to do the treasury now that you've got the math.
Let's try this. Oh.
No, we still don't have enough account. Really? How much accounting do we fucking need?
I think we need enough, and we might need to actually be able to, like, talk.
Oh, that sucks.
Maybe. I don't know.
She's got the right mood right now. Alright, what do you want to do?
Okay, what are we...
Same thing, weapons and military.
I don't know if I should even try rolling.
This game looks hard, not gonna lie. The only way I've gotten to the end of this game without dying was a guide. But there's so much versatility in the stats that there's a lot of ways to play
Can
it.
you try learning how court manners?
Yeah, you don't have a disadvantage to it, so it's conversation.
Yeah, I should probably...
Yeah, that has hurt you a few times now. Proper etiquette for all situations. Okay, what do you want to do now?
And then let's go...
Again, you can double up if you think it's
yeah,
important.
let's try that.
Do you want to do the same one, or do you want to do the other two?
Public speaking.
Okay.
I'm going to learn to speak better.
You review the correct greetings for guests according to rank, and then extend the hand to another. All nobles expect their due honors. Take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of the room.
Tried.
Definitely sets the bar for people who'd want extensive stat control, maybe for a game that includes a battle system and some vibrant animations. It's definitely not that in-depth, but I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah, no,
It's pretty solid if you're just looking for, like, replay value, because you're never getting this right on the first try.
No way.
As you're walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons.
Divination failed. Falcons failed. What? How does Falcons related?
Falcons was animal handling, and you studied dogs and horses.
That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. That's actually a good point.
Well, the divination was also failed because you didn't have any of that, so you maybe, like, that could have been a sign, you know? You return to the castle. Your father's waiting for you. There's a woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't wait for this to go bad. Thank you for seeing me, Your Highness. Your Royal Highness, I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen affected with disease can be brought in for treatment.
Oh, no.
Herbs plus battlefield medicine was that one.
Oh, and I had some...
You had a bit. You had some battlefield medicine, but no herbs.
Does that make them die even faster? Oh, we are not interested. Oh my god, everybody's gonna kill me. Oh, I'm still angry. We are not interested.
What are we doing?
I gotta stop being angry.
You gotta lower that anger and get something else going on. So it's like I said, it's either plus afraid or minus anger.
I am just an angry ruler at this point. Maybe attend court.
Attending court doesn't get your anger any lower, just as a heads up.
Oh god.
It raises and fucks with the rest of the stats, but it doesn't touch the first anger bar.
Oh, no.
And if this game is prioritizing the leftmost stat first, even if you max out one of these other ones, it's still going to be angry.
Oh yeah.
So you need to get that down if you want to do something else.
Okay. What about willful and lonely? Does that lower my anger?
You would need afraid. So you need to focus on the minus anger ones right now.
Oh, attend service.
Okay.
My-
service in the castle grove, letting the peace of the ritual calm your heart.
I mean, I'm not completely...
No, it's only -1, so it's still gonna take a while, and if you keep getting events that piss you off, it's not gonna help.
Okay, so maybe I have to, like, kind of focus on myself
Yes.
a bit.
So what do you want to do?
Let's go, Partly maybe.
Yep, you still got those. What else?
I think, was the other one, what was the other?
You did the other 2 of these last time. The only one you don't have any points in. Are there any consumable you can use to bring things down? Not that I've seen. I believe certain outfits you unlock throughout the game can also affect your stats too.
Okay, court manners is good. Conversation. I think, maybe more,
So just keep the same?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's try this.
Stay the course. As you sit as the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at a formal event unless given their permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult, so you do have to keep that in mind, which is good. So now your character knows that.
Yeah.
That's the thing I like about these stats here, is it's telling you specifically what of that stat your character now knows. So it makes logical sense. So now you know if someone turns their back
you
on you.
memorize lists of songs
Yeah.
and
And recite them for your teacher, but any castle staff you can run to serve as an audience.
Yay.
Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There'll be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility.
A grand ball? There will be dancing.
As queen, you will be expected to lead the procession, take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly giving a speech. Since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may be not safe to expose you to the public.
What do you mean not safe?
Did you forget about the fucking snake that killed your cousin?
No.
She's dead! Outside the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, well, think on it now, decide later. It's a letter for you as well.
It's from Bryony?
Brienne? I don't know.
Bryony? I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her uncle Kevin... Yeah, Kevon. Apparently her uncle Kevon is...
Apparently her uncle throat slitter.
is absolutely furious about that woman's trial. Oh my god!
That's the guy. That's the guy that fucking
it's
did
coming
it.
full circle. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her.
Maybe there was like a lore thing we could have done if we had more info. So, once again, if you're trying to get rid of anger, you do need to focus on either plus afraid or minus angry. So,
let's
there's
make
the
myself...
tomb or there's the
let's
service.
visit the tomb.
Pay respects to your mother's tomb. Wonder if the same fate is waiting for you. Alright, we're getting closer. We are now tied with willful, so if we get this down and this down, then you'll go to depressed. You could possibly also get to willful again. Alright, what are we doing? Don't forget, they did give you a heads up that you're going to want dancing skills coming up.
Dance.
Can you,
If
is the
we
question.
can.
Where's the dance?
Oh, expression is probably dance?
Dance, yes. So you can get some,
Okay.
because it's not a
Let's
minus.
learn how to dance.
Okay, do you want to pump both of them into that, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Then I can double down.
Practice walking on the arm of a partner and following their cues to pause and turn while keeping eyes closed. You begin practicing dance steps in time with music, quick and slow, turning and weaving. I'm praying that 40 points in dance is enough to get you through whatever this is.
Yeah,
Today is the procession and planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. You'll be leading the parade. If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. People will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there's no recovery.
I will lead the parade. Although...
Do you want to lead the parade? Do you want to lead the parade and make a speech, or you just want to fail?
I will lead the parade.
No speech? I'm not asking to, like, second guess you. I'm not, like, being a DM being like, do you open the box? It's more like, do you think you're, like, you have been leveling your speech skills a bit. Do you think your speech skills are good enough now?
Let's just lead the parade.
Okay.
I'm going to be the best parade leader ever.
My little girl. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are.
See?
Oh,
decoration failed.
Elegance failed.
failed.
I'm kind of hoping that scepter doesn't count as a pole arm instead of a sword because you only trained in the sword. At the end of the route, you help the priestesses turn over the earth for a new tree to be planted. Then, the new life is blessed, and the attendants join in song. The procession regroups to the castle. Well, you didn't die, so there's that, and you are now currently more willful.
Woohoo! I mean...
Alright, what are we doing? +1 lonely, +1 cheerful. So your depressed goes up 1, and your loneliness goes down 1. So you'll probably still be willful after that. Because it only affects these 2 stats, and right now this is the highest.
If I sneak out, I'll
You're getting willful for sure if you do that.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. What if I explore the castle?
Lonely, and afraid. So anger comes down, and lonely goes down. So you'll still be willful, but you will be balancing out those 2 stats.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's
explore castle?
Yeah.
Wander through the parts of the castle where the other people rarely visit. You find little except spider webs. Yuck.
Oh, that kind of sounds odd.
Yeah, clean the fucking castle, guys. Mood. Willful.
Still
Attending court looks like it lowers will. Yeah, it does. It does. It was just not affecting anger, which was so high that she needed to address it.
Like,
so you are back to intrigue, military, and we still don't have Lumen unlocked yet.
Oh, Lumen doesn't even count? Even though it's like...
Well, you can't study it because you don't have the crystal.
Right.
That's why you can't study it. That's why you were raising up your accounting.
Intrigue and military.
Okay. Intrigue is internal, foreign, or ciphering. You already have good points in both of these. So do you want to raise them higher, or...
Yeah, I probably want to raise those higher.
Where are we right now? So currently foreign affairs is at 40 points, and internal is 30 points.
Let's go internal.
Internal? Okay. I wish this button was lower so I'd stop clicking it.
Yeah, no, right?
Alright, and then, what was the other one you wanted? Military? Military. Strategy, naval, or logistics?
I feel like logistics might be good.
Countess Leek of Dis, what a fucking weird name that is, married the old Duke of Sudbury, who was more than twice her age, gross, then divorced him as soon as he'd borne him an heir in order to be free to marry another, gross. It was considered shockingly rude by the general nobility, but the old Duke apparently had no objection. Your internal affairs skill is now 50. You may not increase the skill until your other intrigue skills are 20 or higher. So you have capped this for the time being.
Yay!
You learn about the difficulty of obtaining new supplies from the field. Enemy civilians may hide or destroy supplies rather than let them fall into your hands.
Oh!
And friendly civilians may not stay friendly if you rob them.
Scorched earth policy.
And now your logistics is capped until you get the other 2 up.
Okay.
Are you ready for the grand ball? This will be the dancing, I think. All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen.
Cool.
You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make it. Can we unlock a new costume, please? All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of all.
Presents.
Ow, 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 ow. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they all see you hesitate. Father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers his arm.
Oh.
The first dance is for us.
Yay.
You bet. You have 40 points in dance. There's no way you're fucking this up, right?
Yeah.
He guides you around gently to the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men here who hope to catch your eye.
Oh, crap.
The Duke of Kigal alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. Look around the room at all your possible partners, which is to say, everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want and you will not be denied.
Oh, got it.
Okay, so you don't have enough intrigue or court manners for this. So,
Whoa.
Someone your age, someone younger, someone older, someone already married, or someone... How the fuck are these 2 separate options?
Yeah, that's...
Someone married would be scandalous, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Someone about my age. We'll try that.
Okay. You approach Linley, the second son of Duke Kigal. He's about 2 years older than you and was always nice to you at school. He bows to you with great courtesy and begin the dance. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him. You knew his steps like a part of you. Every move is a mystery. How? How? You have that fucking caps? You lose track of which steps you're supposed to do and trip over your own feet. Oops! Between the dances, I cannot believe you failed the dance. You had 42 points in it.
Yeah.
The only way you could have gotten it better was 50. Between the dances, there's time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food.
Flattery.
Well, you don't have to be flattery, so.
No.
During a lull in the music, Banyan, the Duke of Marie, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting a clear note ring through the room. If I may have your attention.
Does the guy declined or no?
No, that guy had pink hair and glasses.
Oh, yeah, he had glasses.
I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. You know, the one that's failed 9 skill checks tonight. Her bravery and courage keep our borders defended.
Hey, yeah.
Everyone applauds politely.
I did help out in that military.
You lost 800 soldiers.
But you know what? I still did military stuff. Nobody can take that away from me. Nobody.
As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Lila and a fierce sportswoman. They're a few years ahead of you at school and the absolute terror on the ball fields. No, Briony. She said her parents were leaving her stuck at school. Oh, that's the girl who wrote us.
Oh, yeah.
Her parents are here, dancing together. The Duke consort clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange there's no sign of your cousins, though, shouldn't they? Well, I think one of them might be dead.
Oh.
Your aunts and uncle are here, of course. It'd be scandalous if they hadn't come. Merva being so close by. It might be time
Sense
to...
magic.
Which you can't do because you have no training. Might be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? So where are we right now? We are still willful, and yeah. What do you want to do?
Oh, man.
With how many fails you've got, it's kind of amazing that you haven't been killed yet.
Yeah, no, I guess everybody just assumes I'm kind of a dumb but beautiful kid.
Who knows?
Oh.
What are you thinking? Willful is yielding. So attending court would do that.
Yeah, let's attend court.
Sitting on court session's not fun to please your father, may be important for your future. Now you're sad. You're depressed again.
I'm okay with being depressed now that I've seen what happens with being willful and shit.
Expression and animal handling are up. Royal demeanor, conversation, and athletics are down.
Let's go expression and animal handling.
Okay, what do we want for expression? Decorum, instrument, or voice? Oh, sorry, that's decoration. Fuck, I keep thinking that's something else. Decoration, instrument, or voice?
Let's go voice.
Okay. And the other one was animal handling.
Yeah, which we'll do... Let's try dogs. Okay.
Get those doges. You learn about the different vocal ranges, from the most profound bass to the rare soprano.
Cool.
Whatever that is.
Tian soprano.
You learn the standard commands for working with trained hunting dogs and retrievers.
Yeah, maybe I can become a hunter. No, maybe not.
You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm, you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. Oh, she looks like a bitch.
You are too kind, Jocelyn.
Countess Siren, not a member of your circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior, far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noble women go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. Oh, she's moving in on your mom's territory. How dare she make a move? Uh-oh. Something bad's gonna happen. You just failed composure.
Slap her. I'm gonna challenge her to a duel.
Okay, what do you got? You are not good at flattery, so I don't advise that.
Oh my god, what if I tripped her and she passes?
You do have some reflexes, maybe. I don't know what stat that's gonna roll, but you do. You know what this needs? This needs the fucking Baldur's Gate thing where it tells you what your pluses are in it.
You know what? Because I'm already kind of a jerk. Maybe trip her.
Okay. Wait until the countess gets close and you hook your foot around her and make her stumble. Oh, it was a flexibility check.
Shit.
Unfortunately, you get your feet tangled up and end up tripping yourself, falling to the ground with a thud. Elodie, are you alright?
Oh, I could probably frame her for it. Oh dear. She does need a bit of looking after, doesn't she? Oh shit,
Did you realize that she's the Countess of Miranda?
Oh! And Callisto. Not by you. Go now. I hope to see more of you later.
Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman. Father needs some strange, alright?
She wants something more.
And she's going to get it. I mean, it's not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners.
There haven't been any problems so far.
Many dark looks were aimed your way at the gala. Did you not see how many fucking skill checks you failed? Screen, you must be aware of everything around you.
Isn't that what I heard the agents for?
Hey, your intrigue succeeded. Yes, but you must give them direction. What is your greatest concern? I think what you want to pick is the thing you're worst at countering.
Yeah, which
so,
is...
like, you have intrigue, you have a fair bit of foreign intelligence. I think you have a lot of decence on these. What do you...
Assassins, maybe.
Okay.
I can deal with any problems that come up as long as I'm here to deal with them. It's assassins I'm worried about.
You are your own best defense against assassins. Increasing your skills will help protect. Hire me a bodyguard, Dad!
I mean, I've been training with the sword for crying out loud.
Beyond that, you can train more soldiers into personal bodyguards to watch over you. Or you can institute harsher penalties for treason and make people too frightened to cross you. What do you think?
Need more guards. I have to be safe.
As you wish. Where are we at right now? We are still depressed.
You're probably good that I have guards, though, if I'm depressed.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Hey, my aunt, my Juliana of Ursel.
There's no point until you get that crystal, though.
Yeah, she's just probably gonna say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you could ask her about the drastic measures she mentioned. Maybe that would be it.
Yeah, maybe if that's an option. Yeah, we'll try. You have not reached the crystal. Are you making progress, or is it time for another plan? That would probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. I mean...
Leave it to me is just going to put us back to where we started, so...
I don't know if I should take a drastic action.
Your call.
But I do seem like the type that would take a drastic action.
Yeah. If you're role-playing, I think that's where you're at right now.
Yeah, let's just take the drastic action. I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine.
That night, an explosion rocks the castle. Oh, so she just went for the Alice snack bar route, apparently. Just
My God.
blew up the fucking castle.
Blew the shit up.
Section of stone near the road treasury collapses, crushing the guards on duty. Nothing stolen, at least nothing that is acknowledged publicly. You look at your father's face, you can see it in his eyes. The crystal's gone, and he knows that you are to blame. He will never trust you the same way again.
Fuck.
Oh, geez, are you depressed? I couldn't fucking tell. Well, on the plus side, you should be able to unlock Lumen if you talk to your aunt again after this.
Okay, I think so.
So, what do you want to do?
What?
You have expression and animal handling, or we can study something else if you want. Just not conversation or demeanor.
Yeah, because I'm not in
or athletics.
Let's go expression and animal handling.
Okay, what are you thinking? For expression, where is that? Oh, it's over here. You've got a fair bit of voice, a bit of decoration, no instrument.
Let's try voice again.
Voice, okay. All right, and what do you want for animal handling? You have decent chunk of dogs, a little bit of horses.
Let's try horses.
Okay.
If I'm going to lead a military, I will need to know how to ride a horse.
You practice standing in the correct... Oh, you've maxed out this.
Yay!
You practice standing in the correct posture and singing scales to improve your pitch and tone.
Yay!
You learn about different pieces that go in saddles and bridles to check them for signs of wear and how to equip and adjust them on a horse.
Yay! That is important.
It is time to decide any necessary adjustments to a royal budget. The majority of the money we receive is already spoken for, but there's always some room for discretion. Oh, yeah, you've only gotten a bit of accounting.
A partial success. I really don't understand all these numbers. Maybe I should leave them alone. Keep them the same?
Is that what you want to do?
Maybe lower taxes. I think we have enough money. Let's lower the taxes a little.
As you wish.
I don't want the townspeople to completely hate me. At least the townspeople...
That'll probably bring you some goodwill, if nothing else.
Like, at least if I can be good to the townspeople.
Are we going to see your aunt about your crystal?
Yeah, let's do that. Do you have it? Or do you have it? Do you have... You have it, don't you? The crystal? Of course. Everything is ready for you. Right. Did you really have to kill the guards? If you regret their sacrifice, then do not let it go to waste.
So, apparently the answer to that was yes, and I don't care.
It's too late to turn back now. I have to do the best I can for my people. What do I do? Pick up the crystal with your bare hands, press it against your chest, over your heart, and say, illuminate! Okay, here we go. Illuminate! Whoa!
Oh yeah, were you
Oh, magical girl!
Yeah, were you expecting this to be the case? Because it is.
I mean, I should have.
You feel dizzy, both larger and lighter than you were before. The crystal's disappeared from view, but you know where it is.
Wow!
I think your dad had the right idea turning her away at the start.
The priestess here is a friend of mine. You will come to your lessons in the faith and train you to use your powers. What?
Yeah, you can learn powers now.
I should feel happy, I guess. I'm a lumen now. I just hope I'm doing the right thing. I have second thoughts.
I was hoping we got a magical.
So I'm not a terrible person.
So I think to get back to this, we probably if you want to get the bonus to this. I
got to do some meditation.
I'm pretty sure it's anger.
Oh.
To get.
I have to become angry.
Because I'm pretty sure anger was military weapons and lumen.
Yeah.
And we could never raise
that's
it.
right.
But now
Now
you can
that
take classes for it. But you don't have a disadvantage to it, so that is a
okay,
thing.
so let's do.
Sense magic is the ability to detect magical spell work at work. Defense against mystical powers. Knowledge and control of your own magical powers.
Knowledge and control of my own magical powers.
Okay, are we doubling down?
Yeah, might as well.
And?
Wield magic.
The double, okay.
Double down.
You learn to summon a small glowing light, which can then move around independently. You learn how to cast rays of white light, which can banish shadows and blind your opponent. That could potentially be useful. You are requested to stand in judgment. Are you sure? Because the last time, if I recall, didn't go so well. There was Mr. fucking Cuddy McThroat.
Maybe because I have magic now.
Maybe. Man has been convicted of the murder by strangling of his wife. He does not have to die in the act, but requests a pardon that he might be set free.
Oh.
Your Honor, in my defense, she a hoe.
Oh my god. If you admit you killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free?
Save me, Your Majesty. What my fault? Demons Oh, I really wish you could sense magic right now. You could probably call him on his bullshit if you could sense magic.
Oh, and I think
Everyone knows them power of the magical beasties. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains.
Although
My
it
wife
could be a
found me
lie.
screaming. She tried to shake me, and the chains wrapped around her. I need the priestesses to bless me and make me clean again. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be it.
Demons that make you attack people? Is that even possible? Let's execute him. Or imprison him.
No, that's fine, that's fine. It was more just like, I personally think he's full of shit.
I also think he's full of shit.
But like, I love how you quickly you were like, no, fuck that guy, off with his head.
Well, because I don't know it. Maybe I'm a freaking well, I'm only just learning about magic.
You are. It's really funny.
It's so freaking brutal. Just marry it to fire him. Yeah. Oh, fire him.
So are you going with
No,
it?
let's imprison him.
You're going with imprison?
Yeah. Whether there were demons or not, you still killed a woman, your wife. Won't forgive you for that. You will be imprisoned for the rest of your life.
Opens his mouth to argue it further, but then his shoulders slump. Yes, Your Majesty.
Hey, I gave him.
You got anger for that, which is a start.
Yeah.
So, if you want to get more points towards your magic, you need to get angry. You gotta get angry. Get angry now!
What about yielding? Or what about the attend court? Does that usually make me angry?
No, it adds to your depression, which will overrule that.
Right.
Actually, attending court just affects these 3 stats entirely. It just skips this one. So, unless this is already high, it's not gonna help you get to anger. You need,
Willful angry, let's visit the dungeons.
Willful will bring this up, but that's fine, because anger's still ahead of it.
Yeah, let's go to those dungeons. Affected by willfulness.
Same thing. I was just checking to see if there was a dialogue. Looks like you're pissed.
I'm looking angry!
Yep, and
I'm an
skills...
angry ruler.
Oh, it's not Lumen! What the hell was Lumen, then? I thought anger was these 3.
Oh, it might have been willful.
Maybe it was... Well, it's okay, Will's pretty high, too, so we can work on that after.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do in the meantime?
Let's go... Okay, what were the...
You have weapons and military.
Let's go military. Let's go...
I think you got one of those maxed, right?
Oh, wait, no.
You got logistics maxed. You are not allowed to raise logistics any further until these 2 are at least at 25 each.
Okay, strategy for military.
So you're just going to bump it like to 50?
Yeah.
And do you want to use the other class for more magic stuff, or do you want to go into weapons?
Let's go magic.
Okay, what are we thinking?
Let's go, sense magic. I feel like I have to learn a little bit more about that.
There we go, it maxed it.
Bonus angry.
You study the effects of different kinds of battle terrain for both offense and defense. You may now tour the barracks on the weekend. Your strategy is now 50. You may not increase this until your other military skills are 25 or higher. So that's cool. You unlocked a new location. You close your eyes and learn to feel the magic inside of you.
Okay.
You receive word that the murderer you condemned to prison has escaped. A large explosion rocked the jail he was in. I would immediately blame your aunt.
She's the one that knows how to explode things.
Right?
Oh my god.
Destroying the walls and setting many dangerous criminals free. It will now follow the royal treasury to repair the damage. If only that hadn't also exploded.
Oh, tour of a barracks.
Yep, so you can now gain -1 willful and +1 pressured. So you can lower this and get this up at the same time. However, if you're going for the magic, I think you wanted this up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because I want to.
what was plus? Oh, willful was this one. But if you do that, it's good.
Willful is also if you leave the cow, if you sneak out.
That's probably the fastest way to get it.
Yeah.
If that's
go
what you
sneak out.
Okay. Hey, Xavier. Sneak out of the castle, have a little fun. And what a bad time to lower taxes, huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we just lost a bunch of money because we lowered taxes, and now we have to fix the... Maybe you should have gone with your initial thought and just executed that guy.
Yeah, I didn't know he was gonna freaking like, planted it.
What, did he have a grenade in his ass? Like, how did he do that?
What the fuck?
Why is the kingdom depressed? No, it's the ruler that's depressed.
Not the kingdom.
Yeah, the kingdom's not doing so great. You enjoy your freedom, but your father won't like. Well, your father's already kind of pissed at you anyway, so it's fine. All right. Yes, it was willful. So you can get bonuses to magic now.
Okay, let's go to magics.
Okay, what are we learning?
We're learning sense magic.
Okay, and
then resist magic.
okay,
I mean, I feel like we might as well just do the magic stuff.
that's fair. You're practicing small amounts of magic and feeling the power outside of yourself. Now you know how to sense it outside and inside. You increase your awareness to your own thoughts and emotions, making it more difficult for mind-affecting magic to resisting mind control is pretty fucking good. I regret to inform you that Fabian, the Earl of Titan and Duke Regent of Elap, has passed away. And now you will sense magic to every frog you see, just in case.
Yeah.
This isn't really a surprise. He was pretty old. The problem is the political implications. With the control of Elap in doubt, it falls to the crown to make decisions. Young Lord Adair will not reach his 15th birthday for over 2 years. He requires a regent. His stepmother, Orise, the Duchess of Willow, has positioned that the boy be left in her care. This would, however, leave her in personal control of the 2 neighboring duchies, which is generally forbidden.
Oh, I didn't have history.
Nope.
Almost the entire eastern border. I don't know anything really bad about her, though.
The boy does have a living grandfather, the Earl of Ishtar. You might appoint an unrelated noble to act in his stead. The Earl of Ishtar suggests another possibility. You and Adair are both young, not too far apart in age. Request that we accept the boy as your future husband and keep him here at the castle. So
Political marriage.
yeah, leave him with his mom, who apparently this is like she's not supposed to be able to run all those things, but
yeah,
that's an option.
That might cause
Some turmoil. Send him to his grandfather. Marry him. He's younger than you are. He's 13, you're 14. Or send him to your uncle.
Well, even like a 1-year age difference isn't that bad for royals.
It's better than the person you married, like someone who's like twice their age. So
yeah, no, seriously.
So what are you thinking?
You know what? It might not be a bad idea to marry this guy.
Okay. Is that what you want?
Yeah. Okay, I'll marry him.
That's a fucking wildly inappropriate response to this news.
At least that way I won't get stuck with an old man.
Yeah, nobody wants an old penis.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't actually marry him until he's old enough, but you'll be brought here to live as your companion.
Aw. And then I would be so lonely.
Yeah, your fucking loneliness just gets like deleted.
I'm willful.
Yep. Well, it's helpful for your magic.
Maybe I'll
so.
whip him into shape. I'm such a willful kid.
Okay, what are you up to now?
Okay, what do
We are
got?
currently still willful, which is what you wanted if you're staying with magic. So you have to just make sure you don't lose that.
Alright. Let's go. Yeah, is it the dungeons? No, the barracks. The barracks. Oh, wait,
Barracks
no,
lowers willful.
Oh.
It would make it so you're angry again because it would tie these two, and the left would take priority.
Let's explore the castle.
Explore the castle. Lonely and afraid. So that brings this down and brings it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's go.
You would still be willful after that.
Lonely and
Is there
afraid.
depressed to only magic? Honestly, we haven't actually learned any things besides like blinding light yet.
Oh, and then I think kind of have some ability with mind control.
You can resist it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So currently for magic, you are about halfway to getting this capped, and then you're at 20 points of this and 16 points of this.
I think maybe resistance to magic might be a good thing.
Okay. And
Resistance to magic.
just double it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's gonna give you a shit ton of resistance since you have a modifier on it.
Yeah, and I'm willful.
Yep. You gain innate resistance to light and dark. You can now see in the blackest caves or stare into the sun without going blind.
What?
How did anyone learn how to do that on their first go around? Also, you just capped it.
Yeah!
You learn to consciously project a magical shield around your body, blocking intrusion. Powerful technique, but you can't keep it up for long. You gain increased resistance against heat and cold, becoming comfortable in different weather and environments, and being able to sip hot soup without burning your tongue. So you need to get your other lumen skills up if you want to keep raising those. There's a woman here to see you. She's a musician and wishes crown patronage.
Which means money.
Yes, I'm aware.
Sabine.
Oh, you're cute. Look at your little bard hat.
Your Royal Highness, if you accept me as a member of your court, I will immortalize you in word and song. I have dabbled in musical styles from many countries, and can entertain your guests and lighten your evenings.
Oh, okay, we got one. Intrigued.
Musicians are often used as secret agents and messengers. They can be useful and dangerous.
The musician sings a little ditty to demonstrate her, skills with the lute. Here's a ditty about Elodie. Okay, but nothing special. You fucking...
Oh, because I've done.
Because you know
training.
how to do this.
But you know what? I feel like I hope that I'm allowed to. Might mean she has other talents.
Yeah, like that rack.
Except her as court musician.
You want to test her for her secret skills?
Oh.
Because, like, from what I'm gathering from that, the way that you passed your music check was like, she's okay as a musician. But if she's only okay as a musician and she's claiming to be a bard, she probably...
Let's just for secret skill.
Your intrigue is good.
Oh yeah, that's right. You are familiar with the traditions of many locations, yes? Can you also perform accents? Aye, Mum. That I can. What about juggling? I can keep a set of dangers in the air.
That was supposed to be daggers. That makes no sense. That has to be daggers, right?
Set of daggers in the air. Interesting. I look forward to all you have to tell me. We'll have to talk privately to see how much she knows, but I think she might be useful.
I am praying you just got like yourself like an assassin bodyguard. Like that would be awesome.
That's what I'm hoping too. I could talk to Sabine. Yo, Sabine.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
You're already willful, so.
I mean, willful as in. Ooh.
No, willful as in like you have the stat you need to keep leveling magic. So
Okay.
you don't need to affect your stats if you don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know if my speaking of. Well, I did kind of technically talk to her.
Well, this might not be a stat check. This might be something about like figuring out if she's on your side or here as an assassin against you. You
Yeah.
know? And if she does try to attack you, you do have that magic shield now. So. Plus, no one besides you and your aunt knows that you're a mage.
Yeah, actually, nobody I think seems to suspect.
Maybe the
that.
priestess that's training you probably knows,
yeah.
but besides that,
Like, there's only a small handful of people that
Right.
actually know that I'm.
I personally think it'd be good to know if she's on your side or not.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I should do. Your Highness, thank you again for the opportunity. Yes. Now, what have you heard on your travel? What are the people saying about me?
Do they like me? Do they think I'm cute?
I haven't yet had the chance to play at many noble courts, although I intend to. The common people of Nova are wary of you. You are very young to have so much responsibility.
What? After I lowered their fucking taxes? Fuck those guys, I'm doubling taxes.
If they see you as a grieving child, they will not trust your ability to protect them.
You know what's weird? I had to play this game many times to get the end, like the actual ending with the guide, because I tried doing it before the guide to do it. I don't remember this character, so either you've done something wildly different than I ever did on any of my playthroughs, or she is so inconsequential that I blocked her from my mind. I don't remember her, but I like her, so I'm hoping that she's either new.
I could see her being a type that you can into. Of course, with me at your side, your popularity can only increase. Never underestimate the power of music.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah. You know what? I feel like I can trust her. I mean.
All right, so you need to get. Well, actually, honestly, you just need to get wield magic up to 25.
Yeah, let's go wield.
And then, do you want to get these to 50 first, or do you want to get this to 25 and start raising more resistance?
Let's do that.
Okay. So this should work like this, is because this will go up to 25, and then both of these are over 25, which will allow you to raise this.
I hope that's how that works.
It should. If not, it'll take a week. You learn to create tiny solid discs of light which can fly through the air and cut into targets. Neat.
Yeah.
By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent which panics and enrages animals in the area. That could be useful for disruption.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yeah!
We can finally change our fucking clothes!
All right. What do I look like?
Well, we won't do it till next week.
Yeah.
You learn how to... Yeah, and it did work, by the way. We're up 70
Yeah,
for this.
you're a great royal advisor.
I am the Grand Vizier.
I personally put my faith and my trust in you.
Yeah.
If I die, I recommend that they...
If you die, I'm killing your 13-year-old husband first.
Damn it. I mean, I guess.
And I'm banging the barn. You learn how to quickly
okay, you know
flare
what? That's fair.
magical shields around you to deflect an incoming attack. This uses much less energy than a constant shield, but it requires good time to be effective. I'm hoping that kind of ties into your reflexes. You learn how to maintain a low-level deflection field so you can... That magic attacks not directly targeting at you will slide harmlessly aside. It doesn't need much power, so you can keep it up for longer periods. You're basically becoming very hard to kill with magic.
Mm-hmm.
How was Adair settling into life at the castle? I don't know, we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah. I thought he was in the garden trying to catch frogs.
I was out there using sense magic to keep track of him. Oh, look at that!
Yeah, handling animal. Woo! So I showed him a few tricks. Hey, I actually can freaking do stuff with frogs.
Yeah, well, you have You do have a decent chunk of animal, because don't forget, on top of the separate skills under animal handling,
Yeah, I just have
you're
to train
raising
animal handling.
the actual animal handling skill too. I'm sure you'll work things out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he appears as an option now.
Oh, maybe I should talk to him.
Okay. You're still willful, right? Yes.
I'm willful.
You're gonna cap magic in no time if you stay willful, and then you'll be able to switch it out.
Adair?
This kid looks like he's 7.
Oh my god, I am terrible.
You're a cradle robber. Those cops are coming back for you now.
Oh, yeah, what goes around comes around.
Well, hi, Elodie.
How are you doing?
Okay, I guess. It's really quiet here. How come you don't have any more brothers or sisters? I killed them so I could assume the throne.
I don't know.
Mom, my Marisi said it's a noble's duty to have a big family.
Well, not everyone agrees with her.
Look, it's you now.
What?
Yeah. Rolling seduction, solid 1. If you want, I don't want to. That's gross.
Oh god, what?
Think of the Elodie that you have nurtured and raised this whole game.
Oh,
what will
God.
she say at this point?
I don't want to.
We kiss when I say I'm the man.
Let's not.
Sorry. Be even more strange for him than it is for you. He's lost a parent too, and now everyone else is making decisions about his life, including you.
If you'd like, you can come to some of my classes or meet with the tutors that I'm not using that week. Hey, that's kind of a kindness.
Yeah?
I mean, it's important for you to learn too, right? You're going to be a duke and a king consort, like my father.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna learn it.
New outfit, new outfit, new outfit, new outfit. Yeah! Oh my god. Yeah!
Yeah, let's just go with it.
It does boost your lumen, so.
Boost lumen.
Alright. So you are currently sitting at. Oh, wow. Now, you are gonna max these no problem. So what do you want to go for?
Let's go lumen.
Alright. I think you're 1 off from capping this.
Let's cap resist.
Okay, do you want wield or sense after that?
Sense.
Oh, it's so close. It's so close.
Oh my god.
You learn how to directly counter offensive magic with your own power so that you can burn out a spell that someone else has cast. It's very dangerous if the other spell is too powerful, though. Your increased skill and power gives you innate resistance to mind affecting magic. Yeah, literally 1 more level of this, and it's
I'm willful.
It's 100. Your mentor summons up magical energy to strike the nearby ground so that you can learn to sense someone else's spells in use. You close your eyes and call out to when you detect your mentor casting a silent spell beside you, and you learn to detect ongoing enchantments such as blessed weapons that can do magical damage, which aren't going to hurt you anyway based on your resistances.
Oh.
Oh, logistics and trade failed. Staring up into the sky out your window, you notice a strange flash of light. Uh-oh. Divination failed.
A falling star. Pretty.
Oh, I like that your portrait down here changes too.
Yeah.
Alright, you're still willful. I think after this week you might want to lower that, but try to max out as much of your magic as you possibly can.
Yeah, because just in case there's a coup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might need non-magical means of defending yourself. What are you thinking?
Okay. Let's try...
Let's see, that will bring this farther down and this farther down. Okay. It'll make it a little bit harder to get rid of willful, but we can start knocking this up after. I spy a Nia. Yep, she's up on her house.
Oh boy.
Yucky spider webs.
Wow.
Okay, so what I would suggest for the risk, because like I said, you're 1 point off of this, but you have 96. Technically, you have 100 with this costume on. So if you get the costume on, you don't even need to raise it.
Yeah.
But if you change the costume at some point, you could swap that. You could finish this when you're not even willful, and it will still cap because you're so.
Yeah,
close
let's
to
try resistance.
No, what I'm saying is you don't need to do resistance.
Oh, you don't?
No, because you're so close to it being capped that with the costume, it is capped. But if you change the costume, let's say you get a better one later, you'll be at like 96. So even without the advantage of willful, you can cap this in 1 class. So it's not a mandatory thing. I would focus on these 2 for this week.
Yeah, let's go.
And then try to lower willful after that.
Yeah, loot.
Do you want to do both, or do you want to just go ham on one of them?
Wield magic and sense magic.
Okay.
We'll try this.
Okay. You learn to create a blade of solid light, which you can wield like a sword and slide. That's really handy considering you're good with swords. You learn how to direct a beam of searing light through the end of a staff, burning whatever you pointed at. You'll learn to tell the difference between different kinds of magical signatures so you can tell roughly what a spell you detect is meant to achieve. That's good, so you can tell if a spell pops up is actually meant to harm you or if it's meant to be good. Like, say someone casts a shield on you and you think it's an attack, you can now tell.
Thanks to it.
Yeah.
Looking powerful.
You expand your magical perceptions to give you some idea of where a spell was detected from. That's also handy. You can tell where, like, an attack might come from. I have unpleasant news to report. Telarist, the Duke of Sedna, has instituted high tariffs. Kill, bring him down! And trade restrictions at the Elif border. Business is disrupted and there are growing shortages of supplies.
Emergency aid might. Oh, but we might not have enough money.
Your call. We don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna send emergency aid. Then the Royal Treasury will pay to keep the people fed.
It's not like you've backed, like, any fucking projects that people have brought to you. Very well.
This might bring up a bit of their morale.
Maybe. So I personally think you should bring Willful down now. And the best way to do that is the attending court.
Let's attend court.
Yeah, it's the fastest way to do it. So you're not... Okay, so you're depressed now? Yes. So you now have advantages in expression and animal handling again. And... yeah.
Probably expression.
Okay.
Well, definitely expression.
So you've already got maxed out voice as far as you can get. So you want decoration or instrument?
Let's go decoration.
Okay. And do you want to do animal handling or do you want to focus on a neutral skill?
Oh, maybe... I feel like... Is history one of the...
Nope, history is completely neutral. You're fine.
Let's kind of... I feel like we should probably...
Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be this one. History's over here. All right. Novan history is notable events and locations within this domain, notable events and relations within this domain and its neighbors, or long-term information about the world in general.
Let's go foreign affairs.
Okay. Practice sketching fruits and flowers with charcoal and parchment. You study the theory of color and how they complement and contrast, and select how to select colors to emphasize a mood. You study the relationship of Nova and its nearest neighbors. The borders have been mostly peaceful in recent years, except for problems with Ixia to the south. However, trouble may be brewing in Pirius as well. I'm not quite clear if that was how that was pronounced.
Oh, Alice.
I haven't seen her in a while. I think this was you.
My lady, there are letters for you. Another letter from Briony? Another letter from Briony? Why does she keep writing me? We were never even friends. What? She says she's bored and lonely and she's looking forward to seeing me at Gwinnell's birthday party. That's right. Gwinnell is about to turn 15. She'll be Duchess of Sudbury for real now. This other letter must be my invitation to her birthday celebration next week. Ooh! Gwinnell and I were friends at school, and this will be a big event, but it's also a long way to travel. A lot of things can happen on the road. But you know what? I feel like my military strategy might actually help me. And the magic.
So before you click, if you're going to go to this or not go, it did say divination failed. So I guess maybe that would tell you if it was a good idea or not. So you're kind of going with your own guts, and if you think you can trust your own skills.
I think I can trust my own skills.
Okay.
It would be good to see my friends. Yeah, it'll boost morale.
Yeah, you are currently willful again, but it's pretty low, so you could probably swap it with something.
Yeah.
If you want to try and get more military and weapons in, you want to get anger up. If you don't care about that, I would suggest going to court and lowering this back down to 0 so you can bounce the others.
Let's go to court.
Okay. So I think you're still depressed right now. Yes.
Oh, definitely.
That's fine. It's easier to move these stats when they're closer to the middle of the line. So, what are we thinking?
Let's go...
Expression and animal handling.
Okay. I feel like... the animal handling situation.
You've got decent horses and dogs. They're basically tied. So you could put points into both of them, I guess, and maybe get them both.
Yeah, let's try
that. Could come pretty close. Yep, it got it to 50. You learn how to mount and dismount a horse first with a boost and then from the ground. Learn how to handle the reins and guide a horse around a field. You can now hunt on weekends.
Ooh! Hey, I like that.
Yeah, you practice working with trained dogs in a small area, telling them to stay, search, and fetch. You choose a young puppy and begin raising him to respond to you all over others. Sweet. So now you...
I
thought you were gonna get, like, the name of a dog or something.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. Journey to Sudbury, a carriage is attacked by bandits! Luckily, your bodyguards are well prepared for such an event and managed to drive off the attackers.
Yeah.
You're inconvenienced and annoyed, but not harmed.
See, I had a feeling...
The bodyguards came in. Gwinnell's party is lovely. Not nearly as glamorous as your own upcoming birthday will be, of course, but it's still a major event on the noble social calendar. Everyone who is anyone is present.
Yay.
Uncle Laurent and your younger cousins are here, but Charlotte and her mother are not. Apparently Charlotte was ill. Maybe that snake bite.
Oh, shit.
Orisse, the Duchess of Lily, is present. Some always manage to avoid talking when you draw near. Yo, what a bitch! That's like your future mother-in-law. Because that's the chick who's...
I don't think she likes the fact that
You took her kid.
Yeah.
There are refreshments and dancers and musicians and polite conversations, and one or two that are not so polite.
Oh my god, who's that?
Leek, the Duchess of Dis.
Will not be shoved aside.
You just heard like the tail end of a conversation, I think. Oh, hello.
Mother? It is my domain now. I need space for myself. You have your own lands to manage. Just because you're of age doesn't mean you know everything, young lady. You need my advice. This is my home. It has never been yours.
Before you can back away, their gazes fall on you. They wait expectantly for you as the near queen to settle the dispute.
I want to side with my friend. You heard her. She's an adult now, and she's in charge here. Thank you. Is this what your father will face upon your coronation? Cast aside without another word?
I mean, to be fair, he barely talks to you anymore now that your aunt blew up the fucking treasury.
Yeah. He's not going to like hearing that, is he?
A bit later, Brienne catches up with you. This is the chick who keeps writing us letters that's not our friend.
Oh, she's adorable.
Hello, Elodie. I know, it's like, no. Hello, Elodie. It's so wonderful that you're going to be queen now. I mean, I am sorry about your mother.
Thanks.
Think of the opportunities you're going to have. You're so lucky. That's an odd way of putting it. Anyways, I was wondering, now that you're almost queen and everything, have they told you all the secrets?
What secrets?
Like how to get into the old palace. I've heard it's packed full of treasure.
Old palace? Oh.
The one at Catherine Lake, where the kings and queens of Nova used to live.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh. She bites her lips and frowns at you. Well, never mind then. She walks away. So much for wanting to talk to you. She just wanted something. At the end, you all share a pleasant meal and prepare to return to your various lands.
Yay!
Alright, so hunting
oh,
gives you
-2
angry and +1 cheerful. You are currently depressed. Have you been cheerful at all this game? I think you've only been angry, willful, and depressed.
Yeah, I've been kind of.
So you could use that.
Yeah, let's try hunting.
And start trying, like, just cranking out to see what cheerful gets you.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see what hunting is like.
Take out some of your frustrations on helpless prey animals. That's not fucked up at all. You now feel somewhat happier and less angry.
No, I mean it's still depressing.
You're still gonna be. You have to catch up. You're actually by next. Might catch up. Next week you're probably gonna be willful, and then the week after that you should be cheerful. Based on this. All right. So what are we doing? You are currently capped on this unless you want to start raising falcons, or you can focus your efforts elsewhere. Like.
Let's go. Okay. Oh man. I guess expression might be.
Okay.
Well, let's go decoration.
That should cap it. What do you want to do for your second class?
Second class. Was that like animal handling or something?
That was animal handling. Which the only way you can do it is if you raise falcons.
Go falcons. That might help out with my hunting.
Possibly.
Because they do use falconry for hunting.
Yeah, plus it'll allow you to raise the other two up higher if you want, kind of like you do with Lumen.
Yeah.
You learn to mix paints and apply them to canvas, capturing the light and color of the castle gardens. You studied the art of floral design, seeing how the proper arrangements of flowers can affect the character of a room or an outdoor space.
Yeah, my decoration.
You visit the muse and learn about different... Jesus Christ, that jumped up so much because of your boosts. Different kinds of trainable birds, the preferred nesting sites, behavior, and food. You learn about the fragility of hunting birds and the years of training necessary to develop mastery. Luckily, your royal falconer does most of the hard work for you. If you put one more level into that, you can raise the others up too. Matters have come to a crisis. Orisse, the Duchess of Lila, has declared civil war.
What?
Apparently, she feels you're a weak leader, unfit to be queen, and she's managed to sway several others onto her banner.
Oh, who is against me?
A number of minor earls and countesses. The Duchess of Mead and the Duke of Cagal. Well, the Duke of Cagal already didn't like you. That's the guy who did that in your court and walked out.
Yeah.
Situation in Hellas and Marie is less clear. I'm pretty sure Marie was the one you sent aid to.
Yeah.
What forces? Oh, that's you.
What forces can she muster? And what are we still holding?
We have 5 battalions and 1 platoon. The naval side is, of course, useless in this conflict. By my estimate, Orisse can field 4 battalions and 1 platoon.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I bet we would have an extra platoon if we hadn't helped Marie, but that wouldn't turn it too much. It will come down to a question of strategy. There are ways to increase the number of soldiers you have available. You can offer a pardon to various imprisoned criminals in exchange for military service.
Yeah. Let's try that.
Okay.
Right, let's do that. Criminals probably already know how to fight.
Very well. Forces are in motion, but they will take time to reach their peak. I really hope they don't just cut and run as soon as they get out there.
Oh.
So hunting has no effect this week.
Nope.
So what are you thinking?
Let's see.
If you're trying to still get up to cheerful, you need plus cheerful or minus depression, and you need a minus will. So what does lonely do? Lonely's over there. The best one for that would be play with toys.
Let's play toys.
We're in Civil War.
Well, this is how I can do my strategizing. I lined up all the teddy bears over here,
Yep.
and all the dollies over on this side. These are the forces you have here, and these are the forces here. You gotta plant them from this side, and so. I don't know.
Alright, so what are we at? What do you want to do? You're still expression and animal handling right now.
Holy shit, I'm a falcon. Yeah, let's go falconry. Or
Okay.
falcons.
So for that, you would need this. And do you want to double down and start raising the other two again, or do you want to get something else? Because this is going to hit at least 25 with this, which is what you need to raise the other two, or we can move on.
Okay, the other
The other one was expression, which I don't think is going to help you much in the Civil War. Also, you're leaning too far to the
right.
right.
I wonder if agility would help, or am I disadvantaged in that?
You are not. You are not.
Just
Your
athletics.
agility is currently. Your dance is very high. I would focus on the other two if that's the case.
Yeah, reflexes and
Okay, what are you thinking? Reflexes or flexibility?
reflexes.
Okay. You learn about the hood and the leather jesses, and how, when they are worn, how to keep them maintained and oiled. Spend time with your chosen bird, speaking to her and letting her get to know you. New outfit. You practice with a jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. I wonder if the outfits are unlocked when you get 2 of them to 50 and the last one to 25, so that you can pursue that. I bet you that's what it is, because that's around the time we got this one. There's the jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. You practice solo tennis, hitting a ball against a wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and eye to react. Now play sports on the weekends.
Sports.
Negotiator for the rebels has arrived to speak with you.
Surrender now and I will be lenient.
No, he arrived to speak with you.
Oh.
You're just telling that to me right now. We are not here for surrender. We are here for yours. Relinquish the authority of the throne, you will not be harmed. Duchess Orisi and her family will rule Nova's regents, and you will be allowed to maintain a figurehead title. Many lives will be spared, and your domain will continue to the future in safer, wiser hands.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say it. I'm pretty sure surrender is the end of the game. Don't forget, you're trying to become queen, so if you surrender, you do not become queen.
Yeah. I don't even know if I can usurp.
So, do you want to keep going?
Never. I'm the queen.
Get up to an agreement, we will meet you on the battlefield.
Fine.
Okay, then. Alright, so, sports gives you plus angry, minus lonely.
barracks. But although
Gives you pressured, which is up here. So, you are currently at anger, which might not be a bad call, because right now you could probably
plus 1 on angry.
You
and
could
minus 1
probably
on
use the military weapons training right this second.
let's go. For sports, I guess, yeah.
Takes the court for a few games of tennis. Feel the thrill of competition. Let's check out your other outfit real quick. It boosts animal handling.
Oh, I would think a jockey
Yeah.
or something.
Alright, do you want animal handling, or do you want the costume for Lumen?
Lumen.
Yeah, I think that's probably your best bet, especially going into this.
Yeah, we're
So
going into
weapons and militia, so...
Yeah, let's do everything to do with military stuff.
So if you want to do military, you have to do naval strategy, which unfortunately means it's useless in this. Because don't forget, it's a land-based fight. You already have these to above the 50. So the best you could do would be to put 2 points into this now and hope the war's not next week so you can continue raising this. Or you could say, we have good enough for this and put everything into weapons.
Let's put it into weapons.
Okay. Do you want to try and get swords up to max, or do you want to try and work on bows or archery? Bows or polearms.
Probably...
I think 1 swords might get to 50.
Let's go with swords and then go with, well, I guess archery.
Okay. No, you're very close to it. You're literally 50, like
Yeah,
0.50 points off. Yeah. You practice moving with the blade, sidestepping, charging, and lunging.
Probably good to be prepared for war.
Yeah. You learn how to twist and wax a bowstring from a variety of fibers. War rages for control of Nova. As defending queen, you're required to take personal control of your forces. It is a really good thing you're defending yourself.
Yeah.
Your control of magic enhances your claim to the divine rights of rulership. Opposing forces flee in panic when faced with rays of burning light. So Your wielding wasn't ideal, but it did help.
It made it enough of a...
Battles are won and lost. Fallen soldiers decorating the landscape. The final outcome is a victory for your side.
I had a feeling we'd probably win.
You're forced to sweep through rebellious Duchess. I wonder if you're going to get a chance to execute the fucking queen. Or the Duchess. And are met with cheers by local population. Arisi, the ringleader, is executed. Never mind, they're already dead. Other rebels forced to pay tribute to keep their holdings. There's also a cost paid in lives. Your medical training helped preserve the lives of some of your wounded soldiers and their captive foes as well. Hey, look at that. Look at those fucking skills. Started coming. Total casualties were 1.25 battalions on your side and 1.5 battalions among the rebels.
I'm like a Richard the Lionheart almost.
Of course, there are no more rebel soldiers now. Once more, they're lower subjects, which means you overall ended up with more soldiers than you lost.
Yeah!
Based on the math of that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I can speak to a deer.
Look at that. You're doing great. If you do, you will be angry for the next one, and we are now out of the war phase. So do you want to do that?
I don't know if I want to be angry.
I think you should go back to trying to get cheerful.
Yeah, let's go hunting. Affected by anger.
Oh, are you actually cheerful now?
Oh my god, maybe I am.
You're neutral.
I'm neutral.
So that means you have no advantage, but you have no disadvantage.
Ooh, this might be a good idea to do royaldom.
I was gonna say, the thing that you haven't been able to do all game.
Let's go.
Composure, elegance. Okay, so we haven't actually read these yet. The ability to bear pain, fear, and surprise without flinching.
Ooh.
The ability to be beautiful and dignified under any circumstance. And the aura of confidence and command.
Ooh, presence, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I'm kind of a...
What are you thinking? You want both, or do you want to do these?
Let's go composure.
Okay.
I want to be militant and composed.
You practice wearing the royal regalia and looking... Oh, I bet you there's a beautiful outfit if we can get this high up.
Yeah.
You, as young as you are a queen of the blood. You are your mother's daughter. You are a force to be reckoned with.
I am.
You practice deep breathing exercises, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm.
I like this. I've been so unsettled lately. Everyone's on edge. We need something cheerful.
You could hold a tournament.
What a good idea, Dad. Knights, jousting, musicians, all sorts of competitions. Everyone loves a contest.
What will you offer as prizes to the winners? I would advise not gold. It feels like we've been spending more money than
some praise. Being declared to be the best in front of the entire domain should be prize enough for anyone.
Very well, I will draft the announcements. You leave him to his work. Move through the hall, your eye falls upon a vase of flowers. Pretty, but apparently not getting enough water. It leaves on one of the blossoms of shrivel. Divination. Oh, but you got decoration.
Yeah. That spoils the whole display.
Pick up the dead leaves and adjust the floor arrangement, muttering under your breath about blind butlers.
There, that's much better.
Oh, you got more cheerful, too. Take up the stairs to your room where a maid is waiting for you.
My lady, a gift has arrived from Kigal. The Duke? No, my lady. A merchant house, I believe. It was sent with a shipment down the Kavala River.
Tear open the brightly colored paper to find...
Chocolates! Oh shit.
There's a little card with a box that says, with our compliments, the House of Kralat. I am praying this isn't poison. All of a sudden,
manners failed. Dog's success. Who usually go so behaved growls at the boxes. Yeah!
It says dog's success, court manners failed.
Bad dog. Chocolate isn't good for you. Oh! Silly thing, making such a fuss. Oh no!
I really don't think you should eat it.
Save it for later. I don't feel like candy right now. Maybe later.
Yeah, I really... This is the dude that fucking pulled the knife in your court and killed that woman. I really don't think you should eat that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're currently cheerful, so if you want to see what that does, do something that does not affect your stats or only adds to cheer. So I would say talk to a dare or pick something that doesn't affect your stats.
Let's talk to a dare.
Okay. Hey, I killed your mom!
Hey,
Find a dare digging a hole under the bush in the garden. Thing? You've been busy a lot lately. It really occurs to you that no one has told the dare what's been going on. You went to war with his family. You had his stepmother executed. He has no idea.
I just...
What would Elodie do in this case?
Distract him. Yes, I've been working really hard. So, let's come up with some plans. I'm still cheerful.
You are cheerful. Alright, what does it do? Conversation and athletics, but you lose weapons, intrigue, and military.
I mean, I could really use, like, this opportunity to, like, become, like, more conversational.
Okay. So what are you thinking? You currently have... You might be able to boost this to 50 if you do one.
Let's go public speaking.
And then do you want to do, Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait.
You have nothing in athletics as well.
Oh.
Be aware.
Jeez.
So what do you...
Let's try athletics.
Do you want for both, or do you want to do one conversation in one?
Let's maybe go with athletics.
Okay. All right, what are you thinking? Running is the ability to move swiftly and surely across the land. Scaling ropes, rocks, and walls. This was probably what you needed to chase that person you saw before.
Let's do running first and then climbing.
Okay. Yeah, because you haven't had a chance to do anything with athletics this entire game. You practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day.
Yay.
Practice climbing up and down fixed ladders, driving out any fear of heights, and learning to swiftly move around. We haven't, missed any messages, right?
Nope.
No, okay. I just wanted to make sure Streamlabs wasn't fucking up.
There haven't been any updates.
I just wanted to make sure. This is the week of the general tournament. Nobles and commoners alike have turned out to compete against each other. The people will be pleased if you participate in their games. However, it would expose you to danger. What event do you wish to take part in?
Ooh.
What are you good at?
Mounted parade?
You're good at that.
Yeah.
Jousting would be spears, so that would be bad.
Fencing.
Fencing would be good. I don't know if you're good enough with the bow.
Well,
yeah, no, you could do quite a few of these. What do you think is your best one overall?
I think mounted parade.
Here's to lead a mounted parade on a brilliant white horse. You do, of course, know how to ride, and it's not difficult to follow a well-marked procession. All the winners are announced and displayed in great I wasn't sure if you could get to pick multiple, but it's good that you picked the one you were best at.
Yeah.
As a near queen, you place flower garlands around their necks. All of a sudden, a man approaches the winner's platform. It's this asshole again.
Come on.
In one hand, he carries an armored gauntlet, and the other is he gonna challenge you?
Oh, God.
My family's blood is on your hands!
Riese, the ringleader of the rebellion. He was his mother.
He casts the metal glove to the ground with a clatter and raises a sword, pointing it at you. I challenge you, Elodie, a life for a life. Challenging you to a duel? Does he know you can burn him to a crisp by waving your hand?
Let's kill him with magic.
Oh, is that what you want to do?
Oh, wait, should I?
No, it is your call. It would definitely dissuade people from fucking with you in the future. Your call.
Kill him with magic.
Okay.
And that's without a further word.
You direct the full force of your magical wrath at the Earl of Low. The horrible scream and the smell of burning flesh.
I decline. Now everybody's gonna be terrified of me now.
Kavon's sword falls to the ground beside his gauntlet. He won't be needing either of those anymore. After the tournament, a minor tragedy is revealed. One of the stewards apparently had an incredibly sweet tooth and decided to peel it. They were poisoned! The DXC recently received chocolates. He had a sweet tooth. The chocolates were poisoned.
Good thing I didn't eat them.
Someone died!
I guess I don't care as much.
Yeah, you were explaining things that are not my fucking problem. All right.
Boy, am I glad I trusted my dogs.
So if you want to continue raising your athletics, keep cheerful.
Yeah, let's go.
So what are you thinking? There's nothing that stops anything right now, so you can either do nothing, no effect, or you could try to keep raising cheerful up with something like that.
Let's raise cheerful, because I want to be confident. I want to make sure that.
Okay, so currently your athletics are 16 and 16.
Conversation athletics.
Yep. What are you thinking?
Oh.
Do you want to do more athletics? Do you want to do both? Do you want to do one?
Athletics.
Okay. Okay, and the next one? Do you want to do conversation or athletics?
What's conversation got me?
You've got public speaking, which is almost capped. I bet you could get that to 50
yeah,
with
let's
one.
get it to public speaking. Well, my fellow people.
You learn to evaluate whether a tree or a branch is safe to bear your weight, and you clamber up down trees able to fetch food or get a better view. And this got to 50. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improvise answers smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being correct. You read collections of famous historical speeches and practice saying them in convincingly dramatic fashion.
Yeah!
Public speaking is now 50.
My lady, your father wishes to speak with you. He says it's urgent. I'll be there in a minute. There's someone I have to talk to first. What?
You wait for the maid to leave, then hurry off to rendezvous with your agent. Oh, it's the hot part!
Sabine! Your Highness, I had a quiet chat with the workers on the cargo ship which carried the poison.
Oh yeah, she's looking into it for you.
Yeah! Seems someone was bribed to take that package on board. Not in Kigal, but further down the river in Merva. I had a look at the card that came with it and checked it against your correspondence.
For a moment, you were mildly annoyed she somehow managed to get into your personal mail and read without asking, but then that is the sort of thing that you hired her for.
Yeah, she is espionage.
Uh-oh.
And the handwriting does bear a certain similarity to a prominent noble. You won't like this. What is it? Your Aunt Lucille, the Countess of Nyx.
Oh, the bitch that Retro was like, ooh, she's cute.
What? Can't be certain, and even if she wrote the card doesn't mean she's behind the poison. But I'd be careful.
I get the feeling she's pissy at you for what happened to her kid.
Yeah.
With the snake.
If something happens to you, who benefits? Who inherits? My uncle Laurent. My uncle Laurent, her husband. If you'd like, I could travel to the Dussel in Merva and see if I can find out more. Yes, go. Fine, go. Maybe this is all a clever trick.
I don't trust that bitch. Not like Sabine. I trust. I don't trust your fucking aunt.
I trust Sabine.
Yeah.
And Dad wants to talk to me, which is probably more bad news.
I wonder if it's about that guy I incinerated. Find your father standing over a map of the coastline, his face grave. Ships have been sighted on the approach from Shangia. Not trade ships. This is
this is where naval is like,
yeah.
What? I thought we were
in a week they will
blocked.
be in Novan waters. Within 2, they could reach the capital.
Then we will fight to defend ourselves.
You can try to use the treasury funds to hire additional soldiers, but it will be difficult on such short notice.
Maybe we could try? Fine, we'll do that.
We'll need to drop naval strategy for our ships to carry out.
Okay, it's time for Navy.
Yep. You're gonna get pissed, you need to get angry again. You can choose to act as admiral and lead the fleet in person, but the danger to you would be very great. Unless you think your personal skills will make the difference, I would strongly advise against it. I'm assuming that's if you had extreme good naval combat, you would choose to do that. I don't think you want to do that.
Stay in the capital? No, there's too much to do here. I can't go to sea. Also, I don't know how to go to sea.
Yeah, you literally know nothing about boats.
I'm cheerful.
So you gotta get your fucking anger up. What's gonna get your cheerfulness down and your anger up fast enough?
-2 to afraid and depressed. Plus to depressed.
Okay, yeah, no, that's actually good, because because -2 afraid is a plus to anger.
Yeah.
And plus to depressed is an anti-cheer, so I think that's exactly what you want right now.
Affected by fear.
You're still cheerful, but it's getting there. It's getting closer.
My anger is getting cheerful.
So, unfortunately, no military. So... Conversation might not be bad.
Athletics is...
Athletics could also potentially, but you're not going to be on the battlefield.
Conversation is probably what we're looking for.
Okay. So what are you thinking? Public speaking is already capped?
Let's go court manners.
Oh, yeah, okay. So court manners, and then what?
And flattery.
You stated the rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. You stated the traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, and how to avoid the impression of attachment to an individual. You learn that it's important to make eye contact with someone when saying nice things about someone.
What?
Danger on the high seas! Ships close in on one another, angling into range. The Shanjian forces greatly outnumber the Novans. This is unlikely to end well. If only you had more soldiers available. The eventual outcome is not in your favor. The Novan ships are sunk or scattered as the Shanjian forces press towards landfall. Many good soldiers were lost today, and Nova's troubles have not ended. Should you fail to repel the invasion, the Shanjian fleet will soon land their troops and begin to progress towards your capital city. Your remaining soldiers will hold them off as long as possible, of course, but the main strength of your military has been exhausted. Nova's future looks bleak. That's, not great. Are we still working on getting towards anger?
Yeah. Because I gotta figure out...
Okay, so we need, plus anger and minus, or plus depression and plus anger, if possible. Cheerful doesn't help us.
+1 to angry in sports.
Yeah, that might be your best bet, because there's not anything that's gonna lower cheerful.
Yeah, let's go angry. Let's go sports. Sport ball time.
So you're still cheerful right now, but it will go away after this, I think.
Let's go.
Your conversation might not be a bad thing to raise up in case you have to resort to diplomacy.
Yeah.
I would say the first one should be flattery, just to get it to 25, and then the others will go up.
Yeah, let's go flattery.
Okay. What do you want to do after that? Because these will be able to get raised after that.
Let's go...
Maybe court manners? Yeah.
Just in case something...
I don't think public speaking is going to help if you have to talk someone down.
Yeah.
Learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. You learn that it's always better to compliment people for their personality and their choices rather than their physical attributes. That's true. Visual elements are best to flatter on first meeting. They expect to be noticed right away. If you spent more time with someone, suddenly compliments ringing their attire will ring false.
Oh.
Well, that's because we got them all over that. I think that's exactly how you get outfits.
Yeah.
You memorize the correct title for every servant in the castle. Treating servants with respect ensures good service. True. Directly challenge someone's honors to declare war. Never make a public accusation of cowardice, treason, infidelity, or murder, which we definitely fucked up when we were like, did the last guy commit murder? And he was like, how fucking dare you? And then he cut that lady's throat.
Yeah.
On that note, you study etiquette of dueling, which probably does not insist on incinerating somebody.
The invasion of Nova is proceeding.
Your coastline is under Shanjian control. Soldiers have marched through villages, trampling fields and frightening citizens. A diplomatic delegation from Shanji has requested access to the castle to discuss terms, most likely for your surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies, and surrendering now will save many lives. It seems like you have no choice. You prepare yourself as best you can to meet with the representatives from Shanjia. Expect the diplomats and a military representative and a general or admiral. You did not expect the handsome man decked in jewels who now stands before you. A man announced by your servants as Tagami, king of Shanjia.
Wow. Foreign intelligence failed. World history. Is he really their king? Why would a king come all the way here? He's like me!
Oh, and he's a lumen.
Oh!
And he's exactly Serenity's type.
Holy shit.
My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age.
You yearn to slap the false.
The sympathy of his oily face, but you forced yourself to remain calm. At least you kept your composure this time. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to settle things in a civilized manner. Civilized is spelled wrong. A contest, a game, so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no further resistance. Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no more blood.
What sort of game?
It is well known that Nova is ruled by lumens. As it happens, I too possess the powers of a lumen.
Oh, shit.
I propose a formal duel. My power against yours. The winner takes control of Nova and the loser dies. I will say you were in the best chance for this to go your way out of everything.
Your game by your rules for my life? That doesn't sound fair to me.
The rules of formal dueling have been passed down for centuries and must be upheld. It's important that we do this by the ancient codes.
Why should I?
If you refuse, then do you not see the fucking boats outside? You don't have a choice.
Those boats look like children's toys to me.
I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in formal lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion even if I win.
What?
I swear by the gods, Nova will be free and safe.
Why take that risk? You're winning the war.
I'm very bored. Not your land I want, it's your crystal. To gain your power, I'm willing to wager my own. Shall we begin?
I don't like this. What choice do I have?
Your fucking sense magic is almost capped and it failed. That's a little scary. I don't think you have a chance of winning otherwise. I think you go for this.
Go for which?
I think you go for fighting him.
Or accept his terms.
Yeah, I think it's your best hope. You do have a lot of defense against magic.
Yeah. Then I must.
Win or lose, this is the Elodie you've trained. I think it's your best hope.
Yeah.
Gummy explains the rules of formal dueling to you, including a carefully inscribed circle of words which contain the effects of any powers you wield, protecting bystanders from danger. Then it's time to begin.
Hey, this is an honorable thing.
You trade attacks one spell sensed and countered by another, reserving your strength as much as possible. Might almost be exciting if your life were on the line. You did succeed in your resisting magic.
Yeah, it did look like it.
You need to end this quickly before his experience allows him to come up with a trick you can't defeat. Your sense magic was successful.
Oh god.
He's used to dealing with magical attacks, but he might not be expecting a physical.
Oh yeah! Oh shit.
Perhaps if you rushed him, you could take him off guard. Up close, he couldn't use his fancy spells, but what would you do then? You still have to use magic to win. You can't just grab him and bang his head against the floor.
Oh, damn.
Plus, you know, you're 14 years old and a girl. You're probably not overpowering this man. I'm not trying to say women are weak. I'm saying it's a size thing.
It is scientifically a thing.
Yes, and I'm also saying this guy is a grown-ass man and you are 14 years old and skinny.
No,
Plus, we've already established your athletics not so good.
No.
Perhaps you could force your power into a shape of a sword. You do know how to do that.
Yeah.
You do know how to make a magic sword.
Yeah.
Maybe if you could distract him somehow, you could cast a spell that he couldn't block.
Oh my god. Dazzle him.
What do you think?
Magic wait. Oh shit.
So, you know that you have the magic sword ability because you unlocked it. Dazzling you did unlock with Blinding Rays, but Blinding Rays was a much lower skill than
Let's go Magic Sword.
I think Magic Sword is a better pick.
Yeah, Magic Sword.
Motes of shimmering moonlight coalesce into a weapon in your hand. Oh no, you needed reflexes and sword, but you had both of those.
Yeah.
It just wasn't high enough, I guess.
Oh.
You lunge, but he ducks under your blade and rolls away. Before you can regain your target, he summons a shield of red fire that surrounds him totally. Now it ends. The fire sweeps forward, devouring your vision.
Oh.
No!
I'm dead.
Oh.
But hey, at least I tried fighting.
You got so far, though.
Yeah.
You got so
I
far.
unlocked a bunch of things. But you know what?
I don't know if the costumes carry over because, like, a new file would have to re-raise those stats. But you learned a lot.
You know what? At least I fought.
You fought. You did. How did you die? Her reflexes and swordplay weren't high enough.
Oh, note to self.
But then again, that makes me wonder, what would Dazzling have used as stat rolls? I'm wondering what that would have been, because I guarantee you it would have been something else that we probably weren't expecting.
Yeah.
Elodie did not survive to reach her coronation. Nova would have to go on without her. It doesn't have to end this way. Make different choices, bring different skills, and Elodie's star may rise again. And if nothing else, it's not saying it here, but he did agree, he wanted your crystal, not your kingdom.
Yeah.
He did agree to leave your kingdom in peace after this. So there is a chance that those people could still be okay. Look at the log. Oh no, it's fucking bringing it. Okay, so it's showing me the weeks on this screen here.
What we all did?
Yeah, it's literally showing you the entire thing.
Oh my god.
I'm actually kind of curious. If I scroll to the bottom... okay, no, I was wondering if maybe it would show, like, what the stat rolls that would have been for the other one, but it does not.
Sunny. The word dazzle
Is to, like, distract them.
Yeah, it's like to kind of mess with their vision.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh, achievements.
Yep, so I've been crowned once, died at least... I've died a lot. Transformed into a lumen.
Yeah.
So there's lots of ways. There's died in 5 different ways, died in 11 different ways, broke off an engagement, been sent flowers by a woman, faced a vote of no confidence, challenged someone to a duel, held a hostage at random, discovered a terrible family secret. I wonder what that is. Been forced into a marriage.
Inbreeding.
You found a spare. I found a spare lumen crystal on one of mine. Faced a civil war. You unlocked that. You've been challenged to a duel. I mean, you didn't win.
Made a foreign duke your subject. That must have been you.
Yeah, these ones were me. Some of them were me. Some of them you did. Some of them I did. Paid
Moving
reward.
to a Dar's
Father at the gala. I'm not sure when that. Survived the old forest. Not even sure what that is. Hired a lumen minister.
Sunk a fleet with magic.
This is the ending that I got. So when that fleet showed up, I went there with my naval strategy, and then capped out magic and was like, I summoned the Kraken, and sunk their fucking boats.
Nice. Encountered a tentacle monster as well.
Wait, what?
But you don't have it. Encountered a tentacle.
I'm assuming that's if you fight one, not if you summon one. Discovered who killed your mother. Hired a spy. This one was you, because I never met her.
Yeah.
Also discovered who killed your mother. That's interesting. I don't think I did that. So if I must have triggered it, but I don't remember it. Poisoned a chicken? You can't. Yeah, if you get your cousin to live, you can actually do
I
this.
didn't know that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I guess in other words, she must have died.
Mm-hmm. Blasted by magic.
that's one of my.
Yeah, that's the only one. That's most of my deaths have come to magic too.
Yeah. Drowned at sea.
And then... Oh, okay. So it saved the achievements because they're locked to Steam, but because I recently reinstalled this game, the other things like my endings and stuff didn't get saved. That's why. So, that was Long Live the Queen. What'd you think?
I really enjoyed that.
I could see you actually getting into it quite a bit. Like
Oh,
you were actively being like, "Oh my god, I'm doing well. Like the things I'm studying are actually paying out." Like I could see you getting excited, and it was making me excited.
And you know what?
By the way, that is the last trial. That guy is the final trial. If you can get past him, that's the end of the game.
Holy crap.
So you got to the end of the game, and you need your stats to be really
But
high.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, well, I tried.
You were my
You would have made a great queen.
Thanks. I mean, I would have been
You would have been really aggressive, but you would have been a good queen. But that was fun. I'm actually kind of glad we sat down and did this one. And I like doing these ones where it's like, it's not just me playing the game, it's you doing something to contribute to it. So like, you get to
exactly.
pick your stats. And like, if you'll notice, like, you did have control over all that. I just was like, this is my thoughts, but here's the pros and cons of these choices.
But I also
and you picked the choices, and I'm very glad you did.
Yeah.
Because like, you sculpted the game in the way you would have played it. And now, if we ever play this again, you now know, like, oh, I'll try this, or I'll try this. Plus, for people who like saw this and they're like, I want to try doing this, and I want to see if I can get to the end. Hanako Games, that like the people who made this, do put their stuff on sale quite often. So these, the Magical Diary games, they've done a bunch of other small series. These were the ones that I liked. I didn't do a lot of their other games, but like Magical Diary and these ones, I really like. See, Sam added to her wish list.
Yeah.
Like, this is something that you can even play at home too, because like this is so minimal on that. As long as you're not trying to fucking record it, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
With all the headaches I got, but thankfully that's easy to fix in one go now. Once I'm done this, I can fucking just reset the screen size.
It almost feels like a feel-good game in a way.
A little bit, although there was a lot of bad shit.
Oh, there was a lot of bad stuff, no doubt about it.
But that's the energy Hanako Games has. Like I said, you play the Magical Diary games, and it's like you're in Harry Potter.
This actually kind of felt real in some ways with the whole depression and like balancing.
So the way that I've noticed that Hanako Games writes their games, because I've talked to them before. I spoke to them when I used to do YouTube videos for this stuff.
Yes.
They do a lot of research for that, because if you notice, a lot of the stuff they were doing there actually made a lot of sense in terms of real-world politics and decorum.
Actually, I noticed a lot of like when you do like the schooling parts. Those sound an awful lot like things I've actually heard explained to me.
Oh, when the poisoning thing, you can like get them to vomit up by like ingesting the charcoal to like soak.
Yes.
Yeah, you point at you're like that's a real thing.
Oh, and the fact that dogs. Okay, this is like a dog behavior kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But dogs have a really good sense of smell.
Yes.
And so
they're being able to sense the chocolate. Yeah, they were able to sense the poison. Plus, you were really well trained with your dog, so that dog also had a bond to you. Which means it was willing to protect you, because it could have eaten that chocolate and died.
Well, she kind of treated it like, oh, bad dog.
But that was because you failed a couple of other checks. But the dog was the one that mattered to stop you from doing that.
Because it's important to have animal handling.
If you had a high poison, you wouldn't have needed it. But because you didn't have a high enough poison, the dog was your failed safe check.
Yes.
So that worked. As you saw at the end. Besides the reflexes and the sword were what got you. All of the magic checks, you passed. You could deflect, you could continue. That duel went on much longer than because I've never beaten that guy in a duel. I always kill him before that if I do, like I sunk his ships.
Oh, so sunk his ships.
I was like, that guy's got high magic, I don't want to fight that guy. Fuck him.
Oh my god.
I'll stop him from getting to the shore.
Honestly, this is, even though like, honestly, even though it ended the way it did, I'm actually kind of glad it ended the way that it did, because it seemed really fitting for this queen.
You were close, but you were just not studied enough. And to be fair, when it came to the emotion spectrum, there was technically 8 different emotions in total, right? Because it was 4 up here and 4 down here. We only saw 4 of those.
I didn't want to go into despair mode.
Yeah, we never saw the bottom on some of them. We never saw the top on others. We only ever saw angry, cheerful, depressed, and willful.
I guess
that's it.
I wonder if that's kind of a sign that I have an ability to kind of regulate my own emotions, sort of.
Right. But if you had gone the other 4 ways, other skills would have been easier to raise. So the ones you raised were based on the way you were playing the game.
Oh, and I like.
So Sam could play this, and it could be completely different based on how she chooses to pursue it.
Yeah. There's so many different ways you can pursue
and
this.
Like, look at this. Look at how far you got. The Gallo was about halfway through the game, give or take. You failed every skill check there, and the game was able to continue despite that. Now that's probably why there was a rebellion. It was all that shit.
Because I failed.
Because you failed everything.
And I also made some enemies because of being willful.
Charlotte is a big character in the game. She stopped being a character immediately because you didn't have the
I didn't even know she was a...
She could be, because you can get her to turn into a lumen as well.
I had no idea about that. But that's probably a good thing you didn't let me know about.
I didn't want to let you, because one, I was like, I think there's another lumen you can recruit. But I don't remember which one it is, and then I saw the achievements like that. And all of that was changed the moment she got bitten by the snake. So think about that. That was a one-off decision at the start of the game because your stats weren't good enough for it. That drastically changed how some of the writing and events work. And because she was gone, then your aunt disappeared. And when your aunt was gone, that brought into question, did she send you the chocolates? We never found out if she did.
We just know that somebody clearly was sending, tried to poison me.
So they have definitely built a base here that you have to play multiple times.
Yes.
And unlike when we were discussing this earlier with like different Fire Emblem games making you have replay value to see all the endings, because this is a stat rolling one, you'll need to play this multiple times, not just to see the same events but see how they work out, but also to see whole new events we didn't unlock because we didn't have events. Like there was an achievement for going through the Old Forest. Where the fuck was the Old Forest? Nobody talked about that.
I think because I didn't have a lot of lore.
You had no lore and you had like no history. And I'll bet you those would have been very key to finding this out. I'll bet you they probably had a lot of
you're learning about your lands and stuff.
And that's a whole side of the game we didn't even see. So there is a lot here to come back to. So if this is something you want to do another stream of down the road, I'll leave this installed and we can definitely do that. And you can take what you learned this time and you can apply it forward next time.
Oh man, I don't even it sounds like a possibility.
All right. If that's something you guys want to see, you just have to let us know either through the usual ways of like messages on the Discord and stuff like that, or when I post the VOD on YouTube, this is something you want to see, please post. Like, let us know. Because if it is, we'll do it again. I'd be happy with that. I like doing games with Miranda. I like doing games that people want to see. It gives us engagement. It gives us lots to talk about, and it would be great. But I'm gonna switch this over to stream ending.
I'm really glad that some people dropped too. Like,
Yeah, it was like it got a little bit quiet, but I was more worried that something was wrong because of
stream, guys. Oh, thanks to it.
because of me having to like have the kind of jankier setup for that, but that was just because of how it was loading. But thankfully, it worked the whole way through, and the VOD should just be fine. It's like that. So whenever you've seen me in the past being like, "Oh, Streamlabs is doing that fucking thing again," it's when it did that where everything over here goes gray and I can't see it, and the only thing I can see is chat. So I can still function clearly with just seeing chat, but I can't see this. I can't see if the audio levels are there.
Oh, thanks. Love the voice.
She's been getting better with every stream. Stream was great. I was happy chilling the whole time.
Yeah.
That was the goal. What time is it right now? It's 5:18.
Oh wow.
For stream, we'll see how the night goes, but
Yeah.
the priority is relaxing. But as I said last night, tomorrow is going to be almost certainly no streams because we're going to be busy all day. Sam, looking super forward to hanging out with you and everybody else for the birthday stuff tomorrow. Streams might return as early as Sunday, failing that Monday, but we do still have a lot of stuff to go through, although from the sounds of it, it looks like things are going to kind of be back to normal for you, so...
Oh yeah.
If nothing else, Monday should work for either Danganronpa or maybe Baldur's Gate. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
It all depends on how people are after the weekend, because maybe people will be tired and we do Baldur's Gate instead. It's whose birthday? My birthday's on the 25th. Moonlight Talon's birthday is...
24th?
24th, I think, and our other friend's birthday is, I think, the 17th. So we're doing a combination birthday this weekend since we're all free for it. 24th, yes. So Sam was the 24th.
Yeah, 24th is the day before.
So Sam's birthday is right before mine, so we're just being like, fuck it, we'll do all the birthdays together because we can, and we'll do hangouts and stuff. So, yeah. But we're gonna go relax for a little bit, and then I'm gonna figure out a dinner plan, and we might see you tonight. And if we don't, we'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. Remember that you matter, that you are loved. Anything you want to add?
I think you've said it. You've said the things that I would basically be thinking.
Wonderful. And as always, guys, you may now switch off the stream safely.
Bye, everybody.